4-20 in State College. It's currently 2nd and goal from the 7 for Indiana. We'll keep you up to date. It's a bonus Safeway scoreboard update. I'm Joey Mack. OCCU pregame show continues on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
It's another great fall Saturday in Oregon. Friends, family, and football. Let's keep it great by making a game plan for getting everyone home safely. If you're drinking, take a quick time out and pass the keys to someone who's not. By designating a responsible driver, you'll make sure the whole team gets to keep playing. Because no day like this should end with a tragic loss for any family. Let's be in it to win it by saving lives together. Drive sober. It's the way to go. A reminder from ODOT.
When life blindsides you with an injury, you need a team that's tough. For over 30 years, Morgan & Morgan has been fighting for the people. This season, we're proud to partner with Oregon Athletics. Because whether it's on the field or in the courtroom, we're both determined to do what it takes to win. Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Injured? Dial Pound Law. Morgan & Morgan, 10150 Southwest 6th Avenue, Portland. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Since 1894, the rivalry between Oregon and Oregon State has grown to a fever pitch. The 2025-26 rivalry series is in full force, and the action between the Ducks and the Beavers will be exciting. Year after year, the student athletes, coaches, and schools take great pride in being part of one of the longest rivalry series in the nation. The University of Oregon would like to thank Pacific Source Health Plans, Albertson Safeway, Toyota, and First Interstate Bank as being the proud partners of this year's rivalry series.
Kohl's Black Friday dropped early, and you might want to stretch before shopping, because with up to 50% off beauty faves, cozy coats, home finds, and more, you'll be lunging for deals, loading your cart, and moving muscles you forgot you had. All while earning $10 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent. Shop Kohl's early Black Friday deals now. Just try not to pull anything. Select styles, offers end November 9th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. See store or Kohls.com for details.
While we were away on the OCCU pregame show, Indiana has scored a touchdown on a great catch by Omar Cooper Jr. in the back of the end zone. They're reviewing it to see if he got his toe down, but as it stands, Indiana takes the lead with under a minute to play at Penn State. Oh, college football. This is what it's all about. And on that note, Oregon now prepares to take on a very good Iowa team here on the road. Number 9, Oregon against number 20, Iowa. Some numbers to think about. Oregon's balance has been really critical this year. One of 3 teams, the others being top 10 teams in Indiana and Texas Tech. The Ducks are one of 3 teams in the top 10 in scoring offense, total offense, scoring defense, and total defense. That balance has been critical for the Ducks. And they're number 2 nationally in yards per rush at 6.26. And the Ducks lead all FBS teams in rushes of 20-plus yards. Oregon has 24 explosive runs of more than 20 yards. I think that will be a key today. If the Ducks can pop a few in the run game against a stingy Iowa defense, you like Oregon's chances here on the road. It's a mild drizzle for Dusty Hara down on the Toyota sideline. The call has been upheld. Indiana takes the lead 26-24 with 36 seconds left on a Safeway scoreboard update. PAT pending. That wraps up the OCCU pregame show. I'm Joey Mack in the Country Financial broadcast booth. And coming up, Jerry Allen and Mike Jorgensen have the call for Game 9 of the season. Oregon at Iowa here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
Ducks fans, with McDelivery from McDonald's, the only thing you'll be walking to is Autzen Stadium. Whether you're fueling up before the tailgate or coming home after the W, your favorites are just a tap away. Because it's always a good day for golden fries, crispy chicken sandwiches, and hearty breakfasts delivered right to your door. That's McDelivery from McDonald's, the official breakfast of Oregon Athletics. At participating McDonald's, must opt into rewards. Delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery other fees may apply. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Talk about Iowa, you talk about a team that has an identity, been really clear.
I think we have to outmatch them in those traits.
Be physical up front, just do your job. That's kind of the theme of the week. Be physical.
Things like effort, aggressiveness, physicality at the point of attack. Just like that old-time Big Ten football.
Throws it, got him wide open, touchdown, Gary Bryant Jr. Corey Moore with a catch. Are you kidding me? Got him wide open, Benson, touchdown Oregon! Touchdown Oregon! And the Ducks are flat rolling.
Oregon. In my mind, we're kind of in the third quarter of the season.
Iowa.
I think we get that momentum from each other, the standard we set for each other, and the way we push each other, what we demand out of ourselves.
This is Duck football.
Oh, what a rush. It is just never gets old.
Learfield and the Oregon Sports Network bring you live play-by-play coverage of Oregon Duck football. Today's game is brought to you by On Point Community Credit Union. People are the point. McDonald's, the official breakfast of University of Oregon Athletics. Have your McDonald's favorites delivered right to your door with McDelivery. By U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank is a proud sponsor of Oregon Athletics. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. By Toyota. Let's go places. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com. And by Coors Light. Choose chill. Proud partner of Oregon Athletics. It's game time on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield. Now back to the Country Financial Broadcast booth and the voice of the Ducks, Jerry Allen.
Thank you. Welcome back to Kinnick Stadium here in Iowa City. Not the end of the world, but I think I can see it from up here. That's how flat it is. It is amazing. Every part of America has its own particular beauty. The desert Southwest, Cascade Mountains, the Northwest Forest, California, wherever. In the Midwest, it as well. It depends on what time you come in. Hundreds of thousands of acres of wheat or corn. And this time of the year, the leaves are changing, but it is very flat. Not having mountains is really something that if you move out here from the West Coast, you would have to adjust to. I always hear people who move from the Midwest to the West Coast go, wow, you guys have mountains out here.
And they're hills, frankly, is what they're not. What our version of hills are what they think are mountains because of the way they look. But
yeah. What a crowd. Going to be a full house. In spite of the weather, and the weather is going to be a factor today. Down on the field as the Iowa Hawkeyes come out. Oregon yet to come out. Dusty Hare, our Toyota sideline Mike. Dusty, the weather is going to make this game very, very, very important for ball security.
No doubt about it. The rain is steady right now. I think in Oregon we would call it a drizzle. It's a steady drizzle for us. It's not too bad. The big thing is that the reports are that mostly in the storm that's kind of running through the Midwest, it's going to get really windy. And right now, the wind has died down. I mean, you look up at the flags on either end of the end zone and on the goalposts, there is not a lot of movement in those flags. So right now, we're looking at just a little bit of rain, which Oregonians are used to.
Yep, played that rain a couple weeks ago and did it well without really a lot of issues. As the Iowa Hawkeye Marching Band is on the field with the American flag unfurled. And they played their... And I'm going to try to get my window open here. As the rain comes in, hopefully the wind doesn't pick up. You can hear a flourish of the band down below getting ready for the Star Spangled Banner national anthem. Oregon has yet to come out. Hawkeyes are lined up on their sideline. I don't see...
Four captains on the field.
Just the captains on the field, but that's all right now. So the Ducks will come out after the anthem, we're told, with the weather. Going to wait till the latest possible moment to come out. Going to see who Oregon's captains are on the far side. Looks like Betcher, Bryce Betcher is there. Gary Bryant Jr., I believe. Tuioti. And a big offensive lineman, Mr. Pregnon, Emmanuel Pregnon. They're standing on the side waiting. Time now for our national anthem coming up, honoring some of the very special athletes, football players who have had some tremendous careers here. Here is our national anthem. Well done. Big American flag unfurled from the 15 to the goal line over half the field. Very wet. Here come the Ducks. Oregon out of the green pants, the white jerseys, those green helmets with the wings. And the Duck is here. The cheerleaders are here. And you can see Oregon fans scattered about. And I'll have Dusty check with us in a little while, see if we can tell exactly where the biggest concentration of Duck fans are, because there's a lot of Iowa fans that look like Duck fans with yellow ponchos on down there. Well, it's going to be
it's one of those matchups where you see a lot of the same colors, black and yellow. The rain gear, all black for all of the Iowa fans, and they like to have their blackout games. But we all know Oregonians have their fair share of a closet full of black rain gear. I would say behind the Oregon bench, the first 10 to 15 rows, there is a lot of Oregon fans. You can tell by their hats that they're wearing. The ponchos don't stick out, but the first 10 to 15 rows behind the bench, you can obviously see that there are Oregon fans. But it was really loud kind of on the left side of the radio dial for the listeners from all the way up that section on that side. Very loud ovation for the Ducks when they came out.
Yeah, looking at the upper right-hand corner from here and the upper left-hand corner behind you, it looks like there are a lot of Duck fans scattered up in there. Midwest, a lot of Duck fans out here. We went to Rutgers, a lot of Duck fans. Huge, in fact, more Duck fans than there were Rutgers fans. And it's captains coming out on the field right now. We may not get the flip of the coin. In fact, let's do this. Let's get away and come back. We'll tell you who wins this flip from Kinnick Stadium, Iowa, Oregon, and the Hawkeyes, Ducks. Up next to the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Wherever you are in life, once a Duck, always a Duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially. Like our remarkable checking and Duck debit card that give Duck fans more for the things they care about. More for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your Duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
Hello, is this Pacific Source Health Plans?
This is a health plan.
I'm trying to reach Pacific Source. I know I'll get a person on the phone when I call them.
What do you think I am?
I mean, you sound like a person.
That's what counts.
Automated systems can do a lot, even sound a lot like people. What automated systems can't do is offer the quality our members rely on, empathy. When you call Pacific Source Health Plans, you'll talk to a person who cares.
What did you say your name was?
Nexa 9000.
I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby.
Welcome back to Kinnick Stadium here, University of Iowa. Two teams that badly need this win. Oregon with a loss, Iowa with 2 losses. The winner of this game still very much in the hunt for not only a Big Ten championship game, but obviously for the playoffs. The loser of this game, if it's Oregon, still in the hunt. If Iowa loses, 3 losses would take them out of it. So this is a huge game for Iowa. Ducks won the toss of the coin and elected to defer. They want to put their defense on the field first. I'm sure if Iowa would have won the flip, Jorgie, they would have done the same thing.
I agree. Put your strength in this game in particular, given the conditions and the way it may play out. The strength on this game of the two defenses. Both these teams, their defenses play at a high level, statistically almost exactly the same. But now you add in the rain and the physicality at the line of scrimmage, it's going to be a little different. But Oregon gets their defense on the field to start the game.
Atticus Sappington will be kicking it off. Oregon again to the green pants, white jerseys, green numbers, the green helmets with the wings. Iowa all in black with gold trim and white numbers. Iowa will be down to our right as we look at the stadium. Oregon, their bench is on the opposite side of the stadium from our broadcast booth. The Ducks will be kicking from our left to our right. And I have not even situated which way we're looking because it's a complete overcast. We could be looking north, south, east, west, or all of the above.
Well, and you're going to be on the edge of your seat to start the game because the importance of kicking this ball into the end zone and not putting it into Cade Weegen's hands to start the game. Unbelievable kick and punt returner, averages 33 yards a kickoff return, 24 yards a punt return. So you just got to keep it out of his hands because that's the type of play, and he has the capability on every time he touches the ball to break it the entire field. So we'll see if they can keep it away from him and get this ball, even on a wet day, out of the end zone.
He's number 21 standing at the goal line. Ahead of him is Sam Phillips up at about the 8-yard line, but it will be Weechen, and he has 2 returns for a touchdown this year, one of them 95 yards. And a punt return for a touchdown.
Hard to believe he was a walk-on until this year.
No scholarship until this year. Sappington ready from our left to our right. Showers, rain, approach, boot into the ball. It's underway, and it's going to go high, and it's going to go into the end zone and come out. 5-yard line, 10, 15, cut it up across the 20 and dive across the 21 to about the 22-yard line. About 2-3 yards deep, and Weechen, why not? Every time he touches the ball on a return, he's got a chance.
He's fearless. He'll take every chance he can to make a big play, and not a bad return, frankly, from taking it 2 yards deep.
6'2", 235, a graduate student quarterback, Mark Gronowski. 65% effective throwing the ball, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He can run the ball, too. He's a pretty good runner. He has run for 11 scores himself. And they'll go from their own 21-yard line where they place the ball. Out of that shotgun. And to his right, Kamari Moulton. On first down with 2 receivers close to the left. Going to be a handoff right up the middle. Hit almost immediately for a very short gain. Not much there. Moulton will get a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, it was Betcher from the backside, I think, that made that tackle.
What a surprise.
Yeah, that's right. Leading the Ducks in tackles.
Almost just want to say his name every time and then have to say, no, not this time.
64 coming into the game. There's tackle number 65.
Weechen, who is the leading receiver, out to the right. 2 receivers come left. Shotgun again. The running back, Moulton, lined up to the left of his quarterback, Gronowski, waiting for the snap. Weechen in motion, back to throw. Looks middle, swings a little swing pass out to Weechen, and Weechen's not going to get very much. 2 or 3, maybe to the 25-yard line. Oregon closed very quickly.
Ends up struggling out to about the 25-yard line, so he turned really what looked like it wasn't going to be hardly anything into about a 3-yard gain. But you're right, they want to get in his hands in space because of his speed and his strength. But Oregon really rallied to the ball there to make that tackle.
Weechen comes out. And 2 receivers way out to the right, Gill and Howard. 1 receiver alone to the left. Shotgun again. Gronowski, 3rd down and about 5, almost 6. And a lot of movement. I'm not sure what the fans are cheering about. Back and rolling right to throw. Gronowski chucks it. It is incomplete. Threw it behind his intended receiver. Let's go down to Dusty Hara, our Toyota sideline Mike. I'm not sure what that cheering with the fans was about.
Yeah, they were looking for an encroachment, but Tatum Tuioti on the near side of the formation, he jumped forward, but he got back in plenty of time, and there was no movement by an offensive lineman to lead to a false start. So there's a no call because Tatum was so quick to get back.
All right, fourth down at 6.
In an open receiver and an inaccurate throw by Gronowski.
Yeah.
So
Reese Dakin is the punter. He averages 43 yards a punt. And Gary Bryant Jr. stands back at his own 25, down to our left. Wait for that snap for the punt on fourth down and 6. Very long count. Snap high, but he got it, and it is almost blocked. It might have been touched. It's going to go out of bounds to the right side and stay at about the 47 of Oregon. Somebody had to get a hand on that. I'm going to check in with Dusty Hara, Toyota sideline Mike. Dusty, did somebody get that?
Well, it was a guy who got 2 pump blocks at the beginning of the year. Jeremiah McClellan coming through again. The wide receiver, he's got a knack for timing a snap and getting off the line of scrimmage. And right there, you mentioned it, Jerry, a high snap delayed that for a fraction of a second, and that was enough for Jeremiah to get in there.
Almost surprised he didn't block it.
Yeah.
It looked like he was in the position to do it.
Very bad punt. 48-yard line, Oregon. Their own 48. Gary Bryant Jr. in motion goes and sets up left. One receiver right, 2 to the left. Whittington to the backfield. The snap and a quick throw out in the flat. It's going to be incomplete. Tried to get it outside to Jeremiah McClellan. Pretty well defended.
Trying to get just 3 or 4 yards on first down. Fake that little give inside to Whittington and go back outside to McClellan, but it was wide and up the field. Pretty good coverage, as you said, Jerry. He wasn't going to go anywhere if he caught the ball.
Second down and 10. Ducks at their own 48. Dante Moore, who has practiced all week, healthy, no problem, empties the backfield. Going to be a throw. Quick swing out to the right side. Incomplete. Almost picked off. Ball was tipped off the hands. It looked like Whittington had gone out of the backfield, but then he popped it into the air. It was almost picked off.
It was hanging there. And again, you make no yardage on first down and no yardage on second down. To put yourself now in a third and long, let alone second and long on that particular play, is not what you want to be doing against this Iowa defense.
2 receivers come out to the right, 1 alone out to the left. Ducks third down and 10 at their own 48. Moore from that shotgun. Whittington to his right. 3 receiver pattern. Noise a factor here. And the rain coming down harder right now. Snap and back to throw. Moore. Dante, a lot of time. Down the middle of the field, it is incomplete. Tried to get it to Malik Benson, but there was a linebacker in the way.
Had the time to be able to throw that ball to Malik Benson, and I thought he might let that thing go down the field to Gary Bryant deep to see if you could get a deep play right off the bat, but underneath coverage in position to get into line, and the ball was thrown behind a little bit at the same time. So great field position, but Iowa comes in, doesn't allow a yard.
Well, Jack Lutmer, who is a safety, who was the one that almost went up and got that ball. Here's a punt for Oregon. Little rush, not big. High, deep punt's going to bounce inside the 5 and go into the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And we will get our first time out. No score, just underway. Each team's had the ball one time. Neither team moved the ball. So with no score and our second possession for Iowa coming up at their own 25, we'll take the break and come back to our Country Financial broadcast booth after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
As a local community credit union founded by teachers, OnPoint is committed to supporting the students and faculty at the University of Oregon. And on game day, we're right there with you, on the field, in the bleachers, and in the classrooms. Drop by one of your local branches today and discover the many ways OnPoint can help support your financial well-being. OnPoint Community Credit Union. People are the point. Federally insured by NCAA. Equal housing opportunity.
Ducks fans, with McDelivery from McDonald's, the only thing you'll be walking to is Autzen Stadium. Whether you're fueling up before the tailgate or coming home after the W, your favorites are just a tap away. Because it's always a good day for golden fries, crispy chicken sandwiches, and hearty breakfasts delivered right to your door. That's McDelivery from McDonald's, the official breakfast of Oregon Athletics. At participating McDonald's, must opt into rewards. Delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery other fees may apply. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Stadium. I mean, how does that affect you as a team in a game
Welcome back to our Country Financial broadcast booth. Jerry Jorge, Dusty down on the field. 12:57 left, first quarter, no score. Duck football brought to you by DirecTV, a proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Stream the Oregon Ducks satellite free on DirecTV. Visit directtv.com today to learn more. Getting a little bit of wind into the booth up here right now.
Just a little bit of a breeze, but not a strong wind. And again, Oregon opens up the game offensively with 3 consecutive passes and 3 incompletions. And I didn't mind that last play call on 3rd and 10. I thought was a good play call. 2 deep zone with the 2 safeties, man under with the corners. But Oregon, as Dusty Harris said, held the running back in to max protect, to have an extra guy in there to protect the quarterback. So that allows the linebacker to drop and kind of float and do whatever he wants to get in the line of the pass of Dante Moore. And it made that pass a little bit more difficult because he had Malik Benson, but he had to throw it to the left or the right of the linebacker.
Here's Iowa's defense. They allow 84 yards rushing a game, 151 passing, a total of 235 per game, 35% on 3rd down. One of the best defenses in the Big Ten, one of the best in the nation. That's Iowa's defense. Oregon, not bad, allowing only 115 rushing, 124 passing, and 239 total. So this is 2 defenses, really good defenses against each other.
It's almost too bad that Ferguson Reynolds' punt, which a lot of times will hit and check, didn't check there to pin Iowa inside the 10. Instead, they got the ball 1st and 10 on their 20.
4 receivers, 2 tight ends, empty backfield for Gronowski on 1st down at his own 20. Motion man, keeps and runs it up the middle. It's going to get about 5. And he does that a lot. A design run. Gronowski is big. He's 6'2", 235 pounds. Carries 76 times this year for 11 touchdowns.
And you got to, if you're the outside guy on that side that he ran that ball, you got to watch Weegan coming across on that speed, on that fly sweep, basically. If he gives it to him, then he gets outside if you don't mind your business. So nice job there getting Gronowski on the play.
Only a 4-yard pickup as they put the ball back at the 24-yard line. And the running back is Moulton under center for Gronowski. Gronowski under center, turn pitch to Moulton, going right, cuts it up, nice hole. He'll run hard across the 30 and get a 1st down. To the 31-yard line, as the pile finally lets him down, but they blew the whistle at the 31. Hard run for Moulton. He is 5'9", 205. He averages about 4.5 to 5 yards a carry.
Be physical at the line of scrimmage. If you're Iowa, that's what they're thinking. And if you're physical and you convert plays like that, you possess the ball, you keep it away from Oregon, all of the different pieces work.
No score. 11:40 first quarter. Iowa with their 2nd possession, 1st down. Their first down here in the 1st quarter from the shotgun. Weegan motions, comes back around to the left. And here's a handoff to the running back again. Another big hole. Little cutback. I think that was designed for Moulton Moore to go right.
It was, but everybody got shoved out to the right, so he just stopped and cut straight up the field where nobody was, and Oregon pursued over and made the tackle, but not before Moulton makes a good 4 yards on that play.
Sam Phillips, a wide receiver, checks in. Reese Vanderzee comes out, so they still have 3 wide receivers. 2 of those guys will come out to the left. Weegan, one of those. Phillips, the other. 2 tight ends. Under center again for Gronowski. Moulton behind him on 2nd down and 5. Under center. Snap, turn, hand it off. Outside run. It's by 1 tackle, and a 2nd tackle will drag him down about the 38-yard line. Moulton got by the 1st man, and was it Betcher who got him again, or was it Thieneman? Thieneman this time.
Yeah, it was Betcher who forced him back inside, and I thought they might get a hold on Betcher. He basically got tackled and somewhat held by the tight end.
So 3rd down after a short 2 or 3 yard gain. 3rd down and 3 just outside the Iowa 38-yard line left hash. 3 receivers grouped to the right very tight. Shotgun. Motion man comes left. 2 receivers each way now. Back to throw. Sets. Quick throw out. Low. Incomplete. Tried to get it down or to the left side to Jacob Gill, And if he can get the ball up, he probably gets the catch and a first down and goes out of bounds.
And that's why Gronowski doesn't throw the ball very much. He hasn't even passed for 1,000 yards this year. Not very accurate. He has a lot of guys open throughout all the games that they've played this year, but he just does not deliver the ball accurately.
10:03 left first quarter. No score. Oregon, Iowa here in Kinnick Stadium. Snap. Oh, over the head of the punter. It's going to go all inside of the 1-yard line. He'll pick it up, roll it to the end zone, and then finally kicks it out of the end zone. But that's going to be a flag. You can't do that. High snap over his head.
Smart
went all
play.
the way to the 1, then in the end zone. And Dakin kicked it out of the end zone.
Well, that's the second high snap in 2 punts for Iowa, and it's actually a really smart play by the punter to get that ball and kick it out of the back of the end zone. Give up the 2, because if that ball stays in the end zone, Oregon's going to jump on it for a touchdown.
Here may be our first score. See how the officials call. They're still talking about it. The flag was dropped at the 2-yard line. It was touched there by Dakin, but it rolled into the end zone, I think, and then he kicked it.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to kick it outside the goal line, and I don't know if that makes a difference. Dusty, down there, did he miss it the first time and then kick it out second time?
I think that's why they got 2 flags out on the field here. And
there we go.
Coach Lanning excited about both results.
Well, we were going to go. Now the official, the white hat, is like, I'm not sure what I'm going to say here. What do I say? Oregon may have it first and goal at the 2-yard line.
The offense is taking the field right now, and they're all huddled up as they're getting ready to go out and take the field, because if it's on the 2-yard line, half the distance of the goal puts it on the 1.
Illegal kicking. Kicking team number 9. The results of the play is a safety.
Okay, thank you. I don't know how you get the ball at the 1-yard line. That would have been a new rule interpretation for me.
Well, he touched it there.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought maybe if he touched it there, they would call it dead there, but it was still live, because if Oregon would have recovered it, it would have been a touchdown. So kicked it out of the end zone. Illegal kicking. 2-point safety? When's the last time Oregon's got a safety that
2-run homer.
2-run homer. Timeout. Oh. That could be one of those games, isn't it? 9:55 remaining, first quarter. The Ducks will get the ball after the safety. They get 2 points to the ball after the kickoff here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear Truckin' Awesome, Toyota Tundra's got heart-pounding horsepower. Tacoma is one rugged ride, and the 4Runner is tough as nails. Truck yeah. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. So good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi.
Dear Truckin' Awesome, Toyota Tundra's got heart-pounding horsepower. Tacoma is one rugged ride, and the 4Runner is tough as nails. Truck yeah. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Oregon.
Georgie, this is a huge matchup for Oregon.
Iowa.
Take a deep breath, everybody.
From the Country Financial Broadcast booth alongside Mike Jorgensen, here's the voice of the Ducks, Jerry Allen.
Welcome back to Kinnick Stadium here in Iowa. 2-0 Oregon after the safety. 2 bad snaps on punt. The first punt snap was high, but the punter was able to get the kick off. This one sailed over his head, went about the 1-yard line where he slapped at it with his hand into the end zone and then kicked it out of the end zone. And that would give Oregon the safety. And Joy Matthews, the first safety for Oregon since 4 years. 4 years. Pretty rare. It is pretty rare. 2-0 Oregon with 9:55 left. Back in our Country Financial broadcast booth. Duck football brought to you by Kohl's. Kohl's. Find holiday gifts on their wish list and yours with ease this season to get great deals along the way at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
That was a smart play by Dakin, frankly.
Yeah, it was. No.
You just cannot try to jump and get on that ball when it's rolling all over the place. It's a wet ball field and a wet ball today, so you could jump on it and it'll just squirt right out. And if you jump on it, it's a 2-pointer anyway for the opposing team. So if you miss it and Oregon jumps on it, they get a touchdown with the extra point to come. Instead, just kick that ball out of the end zone and give up the 2 points and go back on defense, which is what Iowa likes to do anyway. So
I'll tell you what, it's not easy to kick a ball rolling around on the ground in the end zone. It's like he didn't miss it.
Right. With like 3 or 4 cougar, animals chasing you, right?
Yeah.
Cougars or bears.
Here's the approach from the 20-yard line. The kickoff will come. Not going to be very deep at all. All the way up to let it bounce, and then picking on the bounce is Whittington to the 20, 25, 30. Trying to go outside. Straight arm sends it out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. Marking it to 33. Oregon will get it there, first down.
I was afraid that ball was going to hit the ground and just go all over the place, but it went right into Whittington's hands, and he was able to get it out with decent field position.
Check in with Dusty Hare in a moment on the weather conditions. Rain still falling, and the wind began able to pick up a little bit as well. Not a bunch, but we'll check with him downstairs. The wetness of the ball more of a factor, obviously, than the wind. From their own 33, first down. Dante Moore. Whittington straight behind him. 2 receivers go out to the left, H-back left, and also a tight end off the line to the right. And the snap, handed to Whittington, going right. Nice block, cut it outside. Straight arm gets into the 40 and then out of bounds in front of the Iowa bench. He pops up and is going to be okay. Dusty Hare down below. Not much room on the sidelines, and how's that wind?
No, the wind down on the field level, not bad at all. It's kind of died down, but as you look up at the flags in the back of the stadium, it definitely is picking up.
Oregon going in a hurry. Hand it to Whittington again. Goes up the middle and will get the first down. Needed about a yard, got 2. It'll be first down Oregon at their own 44-yard line. Great field position to start. Allows you to do a few more things. Way out to the left goes McClellan.
And then getting in front of the chains on first down helps you do a lot more things, too.
2 receivers to the right. One of those, Salapiaga, I believe. And then also in there is Jamari Johnson. So 2 tight ends. Pistol look with Whittington behind. Handoff again. Cricks up the middle for a quick 5-6 yards to the 50-yard line. Quick opener. Big hole in a hurry. And then he was through it. Whittington, nice run.
And a collision in the middle of that hole right there, too. As he went right through the middle, and there was a nice hole there. Linebacker there to make the play for Iowa, but a collision nonetheless. And we'll see how many carries Whittington's going to get in this game.
Ducks ready on 2nd down and 4 from midfield. Wide out alone left. 2 receivers to the right. Give it to Whittington again, and up the middle, another big hole. He'll go inside the 45 to the 42-yard line. On the stop, Carson Shire, leading tackler on this Iowa Hawkeye football team.
De'Aaron Hill in the game now, but you know that Whittington is going to get a lot of carries in this game. There's going to be a lot of collisions that take place. So let's see how often he gets the ball and how his durability lasts throughout this game.
But De'Aaron Hill in right now as Whittington goes out. Takes a little breather. Oh. Yep, he is. And actually also in the ball game is Jordan Davison. So both backs beside. Here's give to Davison. Goes right side. That was Hill. A bigger part Hill, who gets it to about the 40. Pick up 3. So they set up with Moore in that shotgun and then a running back to each side. That time Hill was to his left. Davison was to his right. Jordan Davison became a blocker.
And when that combination's in, that's the common play that they run right there.
Here's a full house backfield with Davison now, or De'Aaron Hill behind. Running back beside. That play action, wanting to throw, wanting to go deep down the right side. It is caught inside the 20. Nice catch, Gary Bryant Jr. So you load the backfield with running backs, send out only 2 receivers, and they got him.
Gary Bryant's hurt. Gary Bryant is down on the field right now. Looks like maybe an ankle type of situation. But again, great protection. You've got the same man-to-man type of coverage on the outside, deep safety. So it's just a matter of one-on-one, beat the guy, put the ball on the money, and that's what Dante Moore did. But Gary Bryant looks like he's dinged down there a little bit.
And we'll get a timeout while they look at him. He's sitting up.
Timeout on the field.
I think it was the way he was tackled.
Yeah, kind of spun him around. 2-0 Oregon right now with 7:04 left here in this first quarter. Back to our Country Financial broadcast booth here in Iowa on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
How serious is youth vaping? Irreversible lung damage serious. 1 in 10 kids vape serious, which warrants a serious conversation from a serious parental figure like yourself. Not the seriously know-it-all sports dad or the seriously smart podcaster. It requires a serious conversation that is best had by you. No, seriously, the best person to talk to your child about vaping is you. To start the conversation, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to our Country Financial broadcast booth. Game brought to you by Pacific Source with health coverage for individuals, families, employees, and Medicare eligibles. Pacific Source, the local health plan that does what's right, not just what's required. Down below Dusty here, our Toyota sideline. Mike, let's check and see how Mr. Reliable has been. Gary Bryant Jr. carried off the field.
Sorry, guys, my mic in the rain. It's hard to get. I have to keep the mic dry, so I got it stuck in my pocket there.
I appreciate that. You do that. We'll give you
Protect
all the time
the equipment, buddy. Protect the equipment.
I'm trying. Right now, though, Gary Bryant Jr. headed off to the pop-up tent, the medical tent. Wasn't putting any weight on his ankle, but as Coach Lanning says, when you have enough guys that are above the line type guys, it's the next man up, and we'll see how this Oregon offense can operate and how long they'll have to operate without one Gary Bryant Jr. As you see guys like Alex Harkey not on the field today. He is in uniform. Kenyon Sadiq not in uniform and not available to play today. It's one of those days. It's November football.
Well, it looks like Justice Lowe in the game, number 14 now, and Sali Apaga out there.
Along with Jamari Johnson.
With Jamari Johnson, yeah. So, boy, you'd love to be able to get 7 here and not 3. You'll take anything.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 7:04 left here in the first quarter. 2-0 Oregon lead. Ducks first down on that catch by Gary Bryant Jr. at the Iowa 18-yard line. From the shotgun, handed off and tackled immediately for a 1-yard loss is Jordan Davison. Or was that a keep? I did. Okay, I'm looking at Davison all the way and thought he got nowhere. He still didn't get much. Back to the line of scrimmage for Dante Moore. So that's a read where he saw he was going to get tackled and pulled the ball out. I'm looking through binoculars and I didn't see any of that. There's Dante. Davison behind him on second down and about 11. Snap, turn, hand it off. Going right this time, cut it up, hit, drives forward for a yard or 2. Going to get it to about the 17. And it will be third down and long. Third down and long. And the Ducks going to be careful. Ball security. You're in a position you can get points. Carson Shire, linebacker, leading tackler, made that last tackle. Here's third down and 9 from the 18. Almost third and 10. And movement by Oregon. Janoris Wilson with Alex Harkey not playing, and he is available. He is in uniform, but he did not start. Janoris Wilson came up in that pass rush stance.
Yeah, it looked like Max Llewellyn, number 48 on the outside, the defensive end, the rush end. And Oregon set just a little bit too quick.
Way out to the left, Cooper Perry Receiver beyond him to the right, McClellan. 3rd down and 14. Hit on the play clock, so plenty of time. Dante Moore ready with a snap back to throw. Protection's good. Throws it to the end zone. It is intercepted and then sliding down to the end zone. Oregon will not get points. Deshaun Lee. And a ball that probably should not have been thrown.
Yeah, got thrown into a little bit of a tight window there. I mean, if it's a perfect throw, it's a touchdown. But he leads his receiver just a little bit too much in tight coverage as it already is. You needed to come away on that drive with points. Sometimes you take the lay-ins instead of trying to go for the Hail Mary type of situation. So he just led his receiver too much. But frankly, the safety was sitting in perfect position to make that play.
Timeout with 5:16 remaining. First quarter here at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa. Oregon still with a lead, 2-0. We're back with more Duck football here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're cleaning up to host a backyard game day party or just powering through your fall projects, you can count on the performance of Steel. From blowers to chainsaws, Steel tools are built to go the distance. With legendary quality and real dealer support, you'll find the right tool and the right team for every job. Steel, proud supporter of your Oregon Ducks.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome back to our Country Financial broadcast booth here at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa. Coming up at the end of the first quarter, fans here do what they call the Hawkeye Wave. Across from us is the Children's Hospital. It's the UI Stead Family Children's Hospital. And starting in 2017, at the end of the first quarter, all of the patients, the cancer patients and children in that hospital come to the window and look over the stadium, and all of the fans turn and they wave to each other. Unbelievably emotional. That's the last time you'll probably hear me talk about it. Next time it's your turn, Jorgen. It is something else.
Well, you could take a break at the end of the first quarter. How about that?
Yeah, we'll do that. I'm going to wave.
We got you covered.
I'm going to wave. Well, turnover, bad punt, or a muffed snap. The punter had to kick out of the end zone, gave Oregon a 2-point conversion, got great field position for the Ducks, and then squandered an opportunity for at least a field goal try with an interception. On 3rd down for Dante Moore, his 5th interception, by the way, of the year. Dusty Hare downstairs, throwing a sideline. Oregon got to take advantage of mistakes from Iowa. They don't make many.
Well, and you got to take advantage of offensive drives that you put together, too, because you're not going to get many opportunities for points.
Right there. That's it right there, Jorgie. You hit the nail on the head.
Here is Moulton in the backfield on the left side. Weechin in motion. Weechin, back to roll right and throw. Little swing pass out and a bad pass because he had a wide open runner for a first down. I think it was Moulton, his running back, who had leaked out to the right-hand side.
Yeah, bootleg. Everybody went for thinking he was going to give it to Weechin, and I thought he was going to give it to him. Instead, Gronowski keeps it and rolls out to his right, has his running back wide open out in the flat, and he just kind of short arms it and throws it into the ground, whereas Bolton was wide open for a nice gain out there. 2nd down and 10 at the 20 of Iowa. And under center this time for Gronowski, the big graduate quarterback. Bolton behind him on 2nd down and 10. Ball count at the line. Turns, pitches it to him going right. Tries to cut it back and does get about 3 or 4 off of a spin move. Glanced off of a would-be tackle at about the line of scrimmage and spun for about 3. Bring up 2nd down and 7. Actually 3rd. I beg your pardon, you're right. 3rd down and 7. On 3rd downs this year, Iowa has been very good. 45% on 3rd downs.
And watch Gronowski. He can run. 3 receivers string out to the left, 1 to the right. Gronowski with Moulton set up to his right, the running back from that shotgun. Oregon shows blitz. Big pressure coming, and he's going to run. Turns it outside, goes left, going to get the first down, finally tackled at the 31. You can just see it coming.
You called it, Jerry. Perfect call. You almost have to know that the play is going to be. That it's going to be a quarterback draw set up for the quarterback to run the ball. That Oregon came with some pressure up the middle, and it created lanes for Gronowski to be able to choose from. Went to his right, then cut to his left. First down on a third and long type of situation. So Oregon right where you wanted it to be.
Aaron Flowers finally takes him down. Here's first down at the 31. Iowa, their own 31. Gronowski under center. 2 backs behind him with a fullback offset. Motion man goes right, handed off again, and Moulton up the middle, stumbles across the 35. Flowers on the tackle, a secondary, second level tackle, giving up 5 yards on first down, second down and 5.
There was actually a little bit of a hole there for Moulton to be able to run through. If he doesn't get tripped up, he probably picks up 8 or 9. Instead, he gets tripped up on the play, but a little bit of a hole there. And again, Oregon's defense trying not to give up the field position, because if you make a stop here now, you've given up some field position.
Second down and 5. Gronowski under center again. 2 receivers close to the right. Moulton alone in the backfield. Gronowski under center. Second and 5. Motion comes left, turns, handed off again. Go to the outside, and nice run for a first down. And this time, it's a running back that only had listed on their depth chart. It is Jazeen Patterson, a 5'10", 210-pound junior.
It's too much.
Pompano Beach, Florida.
I mean, again, 5 yards up the field and a free safety having to come up and make the tackle. Frankly, Thieneman's the only guy that made any contact on the running back on that play.
Game in the trenches. And right now, Iowa on this drive winning that little battle. Under centered again, Gronowski. Moulton back in a tailback. Turn, pitch it to Moulton going right. Nice drive up the right side for about 4 yards. First down yardage really big for Iowa on this drive. That's what's making this drive continue.
Yeah, when you find some success, if you're Iowa, which is most of the time in the running game, you just stay with it. You allow your offensive line to lean on Oregon's defensive line, tire them out a little bit. And if you're doing it 4 yards at a time, that's how you really tire out a defense and move the ball at the same time.
Second down and 6. Shotgun again. And back to throw off. Little play action. Pressured, sacked. Dewey already got to him. Little fake pitch going to the right. And then Gronowski wanted to kind of maybe drift left and find somebody open, but he had pressure in front of him right away.
Yeah, that read on the inside, and he pulls it back. And I think he thought, and Iowa's offense thought everybody was going to get fooled on it. But Tatum Tuioti, time and time again, doesn't get fooled on those type of situations. Has made a lot of plays where all the pressure's on him, and he gets the sack.
Tuioti 4.5 sacks on the year now. 2 receivers go out to the right. Dayton Howard way out to the right. Now one of those comes back to the left. That's Gill. So 2 receivers left on third down and 14. They're 37 back to throw. Gronowski, plenty of time. Dances. Now will run to his left. Turns, wants to throw, and does, and it will be incomplete. No way that ball was going to be caught. It wasn't even within 5 yards of being on the field. I think Gronowski is running for his life and just wanted to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, and Betcher came over and smacked him as he let go of the ball and really didn't run through him too hard. And Betcher got up looking, you didn't throw a flag on me. Did you? Throw a flag, which the officials didn't. And so Oregon makes the stop there. 3rd and 14. That's exactly the way you want to put Iowa in. That's a tough down and distance for the Hawkeyes.
4th and 14. Dakin. And Reese Dakin into punt.
And this is an adventure right here.
The snap is good this time, and the punt away. Very, and the fans here cheer. Fair catch called for, taken at the 17-yard line by Gary Bryant. No, not Gary Bryant. Malik Benson who makes that. Gary Bryant Jr. went out with that appeared to be a leg injury on that catch for big first down earlier on. And with 46 seconds remaining in this first quarter, it's still a 2-0 ball game. And Oregon will get the ball back.
Boy, I'll tell you what, though. hidden yards in those 2 or 3 first downs that Iowa made. And now they got Oregon backed up inside their own 20-yard line, exactly what the Hawkeye defense wants to see.
Flip the field. 2 receivers, one each way. Tight ends each way. Offset backfield. Whittington to the left of Dante. Whittington gets the ball. Gets hit. Gets away up the middle. Gets 4, 5. Still at his feet. He'll get out across the 24. Give him maybe forward motion to the 25. That's a good 7-yard pickup on first down. And a half second or a half a minute before we take the first quarter break. Play clock, game clock are about the same. Oregon's going to go ahead and run a play. Dante with 3 receivers strung out to the left. Now goes up, makes a play call out the line. Play clock at 10. Ready for the snap, got it. Hand it off again. Whittington up the middle, gets close to, but I don't know. It's going to be close as to whether he got the first down. He did. He did. They'll move the chains, and Oregon will have a fresh set of downs to start the fourth quarter. Second quarter. Fans on their feet here as they get ready for the Hawkeye wave. The UI Stead Family Children's Hospital. Big round structure just on the outside of the stands. On the other side, all the patients up there, Children's Hospital, are going to wave, and all the 70,000 fans here are going to wave back as we take the break. 2-0 Oregon after quarter number 1 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to our Country Financial broadcast booth. 2-0 Oregon. Ducks first down. They have the ball at their own 23-yard line, I believe. I'm just checking the first quarter stats. Oregon with 59 yards of offense. Iowa with 40 yards of offense in that first quarter. That's it. Passing yards, 22 for the Ducks, 3 for Iowa. And it's been a battle. I don't want to say it's been sloppy. It hasn't been sloppy. It's just been hard fought.
It has. It has. Oregon had one other chance aside from the poor snap on Iowa on the punt that went way past the punter into the end zone. He kicked it out of the back of the end zone for a safety that has given Oregon their 2 points. Oregon had one other impressive drive that unfortunately Gary Bryant got hurt on, but Oregon drove down all the way to Iowa's 20-yard line. Thought they might end up getting a field goal, but tried to get 7 and got an intercepted ball in the end zone instead, so they came away with nothing. So that's how we're at 2-0 right now. 2-0 Oregon leading Iowa, but again, you had a chance for a field goal at least. They tried to get the touchdown, and sometimes the field goals aren't going to be bad things in a game like this.
Both quarterbacks are 1 of 5 passing. Dusty Hare, our Toyota sideline mic, down to you. The weather, I'm looking at the lights here. Looks like the rain has gotten a little heavier, and it's a chilly day.
Yeah, the rain has gotten a little bit chillier, and I think one thing that we saw with Oregon when they were running with a little bit more tempo in the offense, they were having more success, and it was not relying on throwing the football. The longer you take, with the ball, longer the ball is on the ground, and the umpire is doing a great job of trying to keep the ball as dry as it possibly can. But when you huddle up and then you're slow to get to the line and you're making checks, the ball's just on the ground a little bit longer and a little bit longer. Harder to keep that ball dry.
So the Ducks will have it first down at their own 28-yard line, and have been able to move the ball on the ground pretty effectively. But when they've gone to the air, only one pass has worked, and that was for a first down to Gary Bryant Jr., and that was a pass that he got tackled and injured on, and he has not returned to the game. But the Ducks have it first down, and you got to believe the trenches in that running game are going to be really, really important if what happened in the first quarter is any indication. The trenches. Way outside to the right, Malik Benson. Two receivers inside of him.
Looks like Jordan Davison, a tailback.
And all the way left one. And now offset fullback in the backfield. Always Grace comes back as a blocker, handed off, and it is going to be Davison going left. Nice little first down run. He'll get about 6. Nicely done. Little power run. Zach Grace, who was lined up as a tight end, shifted over as a fullback. Second down and 4.
Type of the yardage you want on first down.
Grace lined up as a wide receiver out to the left, motions and goes right. Now 2 backs in the backfield for Dante. And the snap and handed off to Air Hill. De'Aare's going to dance around a little bit, get close to a first down, and I think he's got enough. Middle linebacker is Jay Montgomery.
Nice jump stop to the right where the hole was and then up the field. And again, in a game like this, when everything happens so quickly, when you make that decision to jump right, you got to go. And that's what he did on that play to get past the first down marker, 1st and 10 Oregon.
Benson comes to the left, McClellan to the right. 4 people in the backfield with Dante Moore in the shotgun. Got a tight end back there. And Jamari Johnson is right behind. He'll get the handoff. No, going to keep it, swing it outside. It's, Johnson. Well, they dive, a jump, and then a flip. Goes out across the 40 to about the 42. He'll get 2 yards.
Well, he got 2 out of that. Sometimes you just got to get up the field, even though, again, good idea. I don't know if he jumps over the top of him, he's going to be out of bounds. So sometimes just stay on your feet.
I hate it when I see guys hurdle. I know sometimes it works out really, really well. Sometimes it doesn't. Again, 2 running backs, one each side of Dante Moore. McClellan goes way out to the right. Benson to the left. Hill to the right. Davison to the left. Back to throw off, little play action. Time, throw, wide open, catch made. Jamari Johnson spins across the 40 inside to the 38-yard line. Jamari Johnson was wide open, but how about the protection for Dante Moore?
There you go, Jerry. It's exactly what I was thinking when that ball got completed and he got tackled. It's the protection that allows that pattern to develop.
Ducks ready to go in a hurry. Take advantage of time and field position. Snap, hand it off. Right up the middle. Davison gets it outside 30, a block inside of the 20, and goes to the 19-yard line. Jordan Davison very quickly to the outside. He had Malik Benson out there trying to help him block. And Oregon's on the move. Underway second quarter, 2-0 Oregon. Yes, 2-0 Oregon. Both receivers, Benson, McClellan, go out to the right. Jamari Johnson tied in to the right. And 2 backs in the backfield for Dante Moore. Davison to his left. Hill to his right. On first down. Dante looks over the defense, likes it, wants the ball, got it. Gonna hand it off. It's gonna be Davison. Or Hill rather going left, gets free, 5-yard line. Can he get there inside of the 1? Goal line touchdown. De'Aare's Hill.
What an effort.
Got slowed down a little bit and then used the leg drive.
It looked like he was going to get tackled around between the 10 and the 5-yard line, kept his balance, and then got to about the 1 where a guy was going to shove him down, and he kept the momentum going. What a run by De'Aare's Hill. But nice blocking on the outside, too, to create a lane for him to get through.
Ducks show extra point try coming up from Sappington, which should make it a 9-0 game. Now they're going to review and see if his knee went down.
On the field of a touchdown is under further review.
Yeah, I can see the question.
Yeah, Isaiah World on the outside had, at least from a blocking standpoint, had kicked his man outside that allowed De'Aare's Hill to cut back inside and get near the goal line. And we never really got a chance to see a replay here to see if his knee went down before the ball crossed the goal line or not. but Oregon's going to be somewhere down right around the goal line.
Here's a replay as he got it in. I think that view we saw, he got it in before the legs went down. Very close.
Yeah. It's kind of a bang-bang type of deal with the knees down, but the ball looks like it's hanging right over the top of the goal line.
So I think this will be a touchdown. Duck football brought to you by Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. And if this touchdown stands, I'll tell you, scores in this ball game are going to be big because the line of scrimmage for both teams in this running game is really going to be the decisive. Right now, Oregon's running the ball. Running outside, running up the middle.
After the review, the ruling on the field is upheld.
Touchdown
Oregon.
Not surprised. So Oregon's running game is now picked up. Total yards 131, 85 yards on the ground.
And Iowa gives up 84 a game. So that tells you how well they're running the ball so far. Now you got to keep it going, but points. You got 7 instead of having to worry about kicking for a 3 there. That's great.
And
we got 6, should I say.
Almost 7.
That's right.
Sappington ready. Snap coming. There, held, kicked us up, and good. And the Ducks will take it's an odd score. Normally a touchdown with a missed extra point and a field goal, or 3 field goals. Rarely a touchdown, an extra point, and a safety. 9-0 Oregon. Ducks have the lead. We'll kick off. Right now, Oregon's offensive line is winning the battle in the trenches. We're about a third of the way through that second quarter. 9-0 Oregon. Back to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa. The Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
At Willamette Valley Cancer Institute, we know fighting cancer takes more than courage. It takes the most advanced care possible. That's why we offer the latest immunotherapies, targeted treatments, precision radiation, robotic surgery, and access to leading-edge clinical trials. We're not just fighting cancer. We're pushing the boundaries of what's possible right here at home. With locations in Eugene, Springfield, Albany, Corvallis, Florence, Newport, and Lincoln City, expert care is within reach. Find out how you can fight like a duck at OregonCancer.com.
From the first whistle to the final play, being an Oregon fan calls for commitment and support. Nature Made vitamins are your winning play. From the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand, Nature Made is made to care for fans on game day and every day. So you can go all in on big wins, tough losses, and still show up for your team every time. Nature Made, the official vitamin and supplement of Oregon football. Based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
Ducks. Touchdown, Oregon. Hawkeyes.
If the ball's there, it's easy. The ball was there, and it was easy.
From the Country Financial Broadcast booth alongside Mike Jorgensen, here's the voice of the Ducks, Jerry Allen.
Well, welcome back in our Country Financial Broadcast booth. Dusty Hara down below in the rain, and we have his wireless mic kind of covered in a kind of a plastic bag, and he was just checking with us to see if it sounded okay, and I said, yeah, you sounded very plastic.
Oh, jeez.
I could have said Tupperware, but...
Looks like I'm eating a sandwich down here on the sideline.
Sandwich.
I got like a Ziploc bag. It looks like I'm just mowing down.
Hey, I just want to say, good work taking care of the equipment.
That's right.
Good work.
Great drive, Georgie.
Oh, no doubt about it. Total drive summary for Oregon. 8 plays, 82 yards in 4 minutes. D'Air Hill with the last 19-yard touchdown. The last 19 yards of that drive, a touchdown run by D'Air Hill, and the extra point. Oregon leads 9-0, 11:46 left here in the first half. That drive summary brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And in a big game like this, you got 2 true freshmen. 6 carries, 51 yards between D'Air Hill and Jordan Davison. And then you mix in a little bit of Noah Whittington, who has 6 carries for 35 yards. Right now, Whittington, the old man, if you want to call him that, and 2 young freshman running backs out there just performing so well. But that was an impressive drive, Jerry, to go 82 yards in 8 plays in 4 minutes against this Iowa defense. That's a big confidence builder for that offense.
Huge. Sappington tees it up down to our right. We are looking east, west behind us, so he's kicking from our right to our left, or south to north. Foot into the ball. This one's going to drive toward the end zone and go into it and out. And we'll come out to the 25-yard line. Duck fans, what's the best part of being at a Duck game live? seen an entire stadium completely decked out in yellow and green and jumping and shouting about at the end of the third quarter. You got to do it. Let your true colors show and score tickets today at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Oregon Ducks.
Well, so far this Iowa offense, only 40 total yards against Oregon's defense. So Oregon's defense right now doing exactly what you want them to do. We thought they'd play that way. So far, so good. Got a long ways to go.
Caden Weegan, dangerous wide receivers to the right with a tight end grouped inside him. So 3 kind of receivers out there. Moulton to the left. Gronowski. Weegan motions all the way left. Here's a handoff. Moulton out of the backfield up the middle. Nice hard 5-yard run. Big hole. Big hole. Almost got to the second level. Betcher stopped him, but not before he got 5. 11:31 remaining here in the first half. A 9-0 Oregon lead.
And they went right at Jericho Johnson along that defensive line for Oregon now that's into game number 77.
Second down, 5. Great first down yardage under center now for Gronowski, that big quarterback. Ball behind him. All count, snap, wait. Motion man goes left, turn, hand it off again. Another nice hole, and first down run. Needed 5, got 8. Kamari Moulton just could not get a hold of him and drag him down. So that's 2 big running. And Iowa beginning to try to establish the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Iowa, and it's amazing. And Iowa's only utilized 23 yards a game normally. And there's been a couple of opportunities I think I've seen out here out in kind of broad daylight for the officials to throw a flag for holding, and they haven't thrown anything. So we'll see how that plays into this game.
2 receivers each way, 2 left, 2 right for Gronowski from the shotgun. On first down, empty backfield now, going to keep it and run. Tries to go up the right side, will get tackled. Had to hesitate. He wanted to go right, slowed down a little bit, and that allowed the Ducks to come in and squeeze on him. Tuioti got him, was one of the Ducks that got him up high, and then this wouldn't let him go forward.
Once he ran to his right, he should have kept going.
Yeah.
He at least tried to beat Bryce Betcher outside with his speed. Instead, he just tucked himself back in where all the crowd of defenders were, and Oregon made the play.
Pickup of only a yard, second down and 9. One receiver way out to the right, H-back on each side of kind of a tight end off the line, a yard. Moulton to the left, Gronowski's going to get the ball. There he goes up the middle. Nice hard run again. Not going to get a first down. It'll be third down, but third and about 4, almost 5. Gets it across the 42 to the 43-yard line.
But there's pretty good-sized cracks that running game for Iowa is running through. Opportunity sometimes for even more than 4 or 5 yards. Oregon's rallying and making the play, but just a little bit too much there right now.
So 2 receivers spread out to the left, 2 to the right, the boundary side of the short side of that field.
Quarterback draw again.
Gronowski on third down and 4. Snap, turn, keeps, going to go left, try to get it upfield, and will get close, but I don't know if he got enough. He just kind of went behind his running backs and tight ends, kind of one hand on somebody's behind, pushing and shoving and trying to get it upfield. I don't think he got the first down. They're going to go fourth down maybe at their own 48-yard line.
I wonder if they'll take a look at this spot.
Not calling timeout. Iowa would call a timeout if they wanted it reviewed, but they are not. They're going to go for it. Fourth down and the length of a football. Under center. Oregon still getting players on the field defensively. They hold him up under center. Gronowski probably going to keep it and push, and I think he'll get enough for the first down.
Yes.
Just enough. Kind of that tush push. And they do get the first down. 7:58 remaining. First half, a 9-0 Oregon lead. And the Ducks were a little bit late getting guys in. Weegan goes alone way out to the left. Vanderzee, lone receiver to the right. Shotgun. Tight end left for Gronowski from that shotgun. Turned and handed off. Right side, running up the middle is Williams. Xavier Williams. will get just a couple of yards. And it will be second down and long. Bear Alexander wraps up for the tackle.
Well, 7:10 left here in the first half. Oregon leading 9-0. Hidden yards again, and not in special teams, but just in Iowa getting a couple of first downs now. Ball all the way out to midfield. Even if Oregon makes a stop, they're going to be pinned deep most likely.
Dayton Howard and two other receivers go left. Here's a pitch going left, trying to catch the edge with blocking, and does, and a first down run out of bounds. Weegan pitched it to him. He had two receivers out there with a tight end leading him around the left side.
How there's not a holding penalty on the outside, I have no idea. It looks like on the outside for Iowa on Oregon's defensive back, big time hold out there. And I mean, it was an obvious one. But Jacob McGill, number 5, holding Oregon's defender. And no flag on the play, and that allows Weegan to get outside for the first down.
To the Duck 41-yard line. Not calling it very tight, apparently. From the shotgun. McNeil, the running back, to the right. Weegan motions and goes left, now comes back. Play action, wanting to roll right through. Stops, way downfield. He's got him. It is caught inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. Jacob Gill.
Mismatch on linebacker Bryce Betcher, and that's what you want. Fast wide receiver on a wheel route. Looks like it's basically going to go to the right. Instead, you throw it back on the wheel route out there to Gill, who's on a linebacker. It's a mismatch. And this time, Gronowski throws it on the money, and Iowa in scoring territory down here.
In the backfield, Xavier Williams from the shotgun. Williams to the left of Gronowski. Tight receiver, going to throw it. Left-hand corner, walking in. Tight end, DJ Van Nomi. DJ Bonami, beg your pardon, a freshman tight end.
Right back in the game is Iowa. Big play through the air, which is unusual for Iowa, but again, it was well set up to go to Betcher, and then first and goal down there, you expect them to pound the ball. Instead, a little bit of a misdirection type of play. Tight end is able to flank and get outside wide open for the touchdown.
That was a drive by Iowa. Most of it on the ground. Save a couple of passes. A big one. Extra point from Drew Stevens. Has missed only once this year. Good snap, good placement, and that one is down the middle. And it is a 9-7 ball game. When it looked like it was going to be a defensive struggle, maybe both ways.
Timeout on the field.
Oregon gets a big drive, scores a touchdown, and then Iowa comes right back with a drive of their own.
I mean, when I watch that on TV, how is that not offensive pass interference by the inside receiver? I mean, he's blocking and basically grabbing. It's an illegal pick. It's, as we talked about in the pregame, X's and O's, that's offensive pass interference.
To Dusty here, just before we go away, I'm wondering if Coach Lanning isn't having a discussion with the officials about some of the lack of calls down on the field.
Yeah, there have been quite a few hold calls that Coach Lanning has been in the ears of the officials about. But on that one, I think what Iowa is going to try and say is that the receiver was engaging at the line of scrimmage, which makes it a clean play. You have 1 yard that you can go forward, just like an offensive lineman downfield in pass protection. He was about at the line of scrimmage, and at that point, you can engage.
Yeah, and it's that 1 yard that I'll let you go to a break, Jerry, because I know we need to take it, but it's that 1 yard area right there. It was past the line of scrimmage. It's a judgment of how far past.
It's a judgment call by the officials. 9-7. Oregon still with a lead. We'll get the ball back on the kickoff here at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa. In the rain, in the wind, with 5:43 left here in the second quarter. Ducks up by 2 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Ah,
There's nothing like the warmth of a campfire. But when it's left unattended, a campfire can destroy your favorite outdoor destinations. Don't let this happen to you. Make sure you have water and a shovel close to the campfire. Put the campfire completely out before calling it a night and before leaving the campsite. Drown the fire with water, stir the coals, and drown it again until it is cool to the touch. Score one for Oregon by keeping our forests green and beautiful. Learn more about campfire safety at keeporegongreen.org.
Hey, Duck fans, it's a great day for a Duck game. We got a big party going, and Kenny Wheaton has joined the party. Whoa, the Ducks are going to need some refreshments here. There's a Dang Green IPA from Hop Valley in the corner of the cooler. It's selected. It's selected. Kenny Wheaton's going to pour. Kenny Wheaton's going to pour. Dang Green, the most incredible choice for a football game.
The official craft beer of the Ducks is Dang Green.
Hop Valley Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon. Please celebrate responsibly.
Welcome back to Kinnick Stadium here in Iowa. Safeway, the official grocery partner of your Oregon Ducks. Stop by Safeway to play the Score Big Sweepstakes. Enter for a chance to win great prizes such as duck gear or season tickets. Since we get the kickoff here, Jordan, we get that drive because it was an impressive drive.
It was. Toyota drive summary for Iowa. It went 10 plays, 75 yards in 6:03. Vonamy, the last 3 yards on a touchdown pass from Gronowski, and the extra point by Stevens. It's 9-7 Oregon. 5:43 left here in the first half.
Kickoff's going to go fair catch at the goal line, and it will come out to the 25-yard line. They kicked it away from Whittington. Davison backpedaling, caught that at the goal line. Well, both offenses have seemed to have found a little something. Oregon on their last drive to get a touchdown, and then Iowa on their drive. So do the defenses tighten up, or have the offenses found some chinks in the armor?
Both teams running the ball pretty well in this game.
Passing game not really there much for either game or their team a little bit. Under center for Dante. Whittington behind him, a wide out each way, tight end. Left side, back play action to throw. Rolling right, Dante going to swing it down. It's caught. A flag down.
Is it going to be
with the grab as he goes out of bounds at the 39?
Offensive pass interference, maybe?
Well, he was wide open. I mean, there was nobody near him unless he shoved off really early.
Well, here's the pass interference piece.
I'd like to watch a replay. We haven't had one yet. Let's see what the call is first. Coach Lanny does not seem to be overly animated down at the sideline, so let's see.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both against the defense. Ineligible downfield, correction against the offense. Ineligible player downfield, number 74. That penalty is declined. Pass interference, offense number 11. That 15-yard penalty is accepted. Still first down.
But he was open. He was way open. So.
But 15 yards, and what that puts you in a down and distance against this Iowa defense is not what you want to be doing. And I tell you,
that was not a pass interference. That's horrible.
Like we talked about before the game, judgment is what it becomes, and that is a horrible judgment call right there.
Oh my gosh, Dusty Hare, I don't know if you had a chance to see that at all, but it was just wrong.
I mean, that was a horrible call.
That takes the ball all the way back to the 12-yard line where it is first down and 22. First and 22. Turn and hand it off. Big hole up the middle. Whittington will get it out to the 20, so a nice big chunk of yardage. He'll get 7, almost 8, and it'll be second down and still very long.
But holy cow, how you've allowed this game to play so freely, not throwing flags for holding and other things. And I'm sure there's holding on both sides, but that one was ridiculous.
That was terrible.
That was ridiculous.
And we had a chance to watch a replay, so it wasn't trying to remember what it looked like. You could see that it was just a non-call. Whittington to the left. on second down at 16. Back to throw. Quick swing out. There's Johnson. Going to get by one and then tackled at the 23. Pretty good tackle by Xavier Waplin. Short pickup. Brings up third down and 13. Two receivers go out to the right. One of those Justice Lowe. The other one Cooper Perry.
And the third is Jeremiah McClellan.
McClellan comes out to the left with Johnson. So two receivers each way. Now Johnson shifts to the right side. So three receivers out to the right. Third down and 12, almost 13. Empty backfield now. Whittington leaves. Dante back to throw. Four-man rush. Screen pass. Gets some. 30. Across the 31 to the 32-yard line, but not enough. Jamari Johnson lined up left. One in motion, set up to the right as a wide receiver. And got the screen pass to the right. They picked up a big chunk, but it'll be fourth down and 3, almost first and 4.
Well,
that penalty was killer.
It was a killer. And what's happening now is you're having to do a lot offensively, going deep into your receiver depth chart. For the most part, no Benson, no Bryant, no Decorian Moore, so you've got a whole new batch of guys out there right now.
Oregon to punt it away. James Ferguson Reynolds. Dangerous, Weegan deep. Here's the punt. Very high toward the right side. And bounces out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. And a penalty flag is down. Now, I'm not sure why that official who's indicating where the ball was, maybe he just dropped it.
Timeout on the field.
Yeah. One of the other officials came and said, hey, you dropped this, and picked it up for him. So no penalty and a nice punt. At the 27-yard line, Iowa will have it when we come back. 3:08 remaining in the first half. A 9-7 Oregon lead. What a ball game here in Iowa on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
Snakes, zombies, sharks, heights, speaking in public. The list of fears is endless. But while you're clutching your blanket in the dark, wondering if that sound in the hall was actually a footstep, the real danger is in your hand, when you're behind the wheel. And while you might think a great white shark is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Iowa on our Country Financial broadcast booth. Duck Football brought to you by Les Schwab Tire Centers, proud to support Oregon football where toughness and reliability matter, just like the tires you count on every day. Well, 3:08 remaining here in the first half. Dusty Harrer, Toyota Sideline Mike. George, you just mentioned it up here. You cannot let Iowa get points on this drive here before half.
No doubt about it. With 3 minutes and 8 seconds to go, defense has got to bow their back. They've been playing outstanding football for a majority of this game. It's been here and there, and that's what tight games are going to be. They're going to be won and lost on the margins, and this is a huge drive for the Ducks defense.
They get the ball to start the second half.
Just keep in mind on offense, Oregon now really having to dig deep into their depth chart, particularly at some of the skill positions. You normally have Decorian Moore, who's out.
Yep.
Gary Bryant, who was injured in this game. So you're playing Cooper Perry. You're playing Justice Lowe. You're playing Jeremiah McClellan. I mean, every once in a while, Benson comes in, but you're playing some different guys, so you don't have quite the threats on the outside. And we haven't seen Kenyon Sadiq for a play at all.
Remember, Oregon, if the Ducks could hold on defensively here, they get the ball to start the second half. So this is where you want to get a hold. Bronowski from the shotgun. Turn, hand it off on the right. Trying to get it outside. Not going to get it. Lose yardage. Ducks, great lateral movement down that defensive line, just closed down the running room. Loss of 2 yards. Moulton had nowhere to run. Betcher one of the Ducks, but there were several there. 2nd down and 12. Shotgun, empty backfield for Gronowski. Back to throw, pump fake, wants to go deep. Nobody open, dumps it over the right side, caught. It'll be a first down and all the way to the 42-yard line. Hayden Large, who is a tight end, his 7th catch of the year.
Lots of time, and that's what allowed Gronowski to make that play. He wanted to go out left. Nobody was open, but he sat in the pocket, waited for his tight end to cross, and put the ball on the money.
First down to the Hawkeye 42-yard line. Gronowski back to throw again. Way down the left side, almost caught. Diving, could not come up with it. Off the fingertips of Sam Phillips. I'm going to watch the replay. Fans are booing here. I'm not sure if they... Yeah, there might have been a little hand checking going on down there.
I didn't see it during the play, but as I watched the replay of it, if a flag would have been thrown, I wouldn't have argued that one. Because there was some jersey that got pulled.
2nd down and 10 from the Iowa 42. Down to 2:11 left in this first half. Oregon up 9-7. That's the right score, 9-7. Here's Gronowski, keeps it, runs it right up the middle, and gets wrapped up. Riding on the top of him from behind, like a Bronco, if you will, is Blake Purchase. Just kind of got him up on the shoulder pads and then rode him down.
2-minute timeout.
And we reached the 2-minute timeout here just before the end of the first half. 9-7. Kind of look at some quick stats before we continue on when we come back from our break. 9-7 with 2 minutes left in the first half. A 3rd down and long for Iowa at their own 47 here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially. Like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give duck fans more for the things they care about. More for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
Ducks fans, with McDelivery from McDonald's, the only thing you'll be walking to is Autzen Stadium. Whether you're fueling up before the tailgate or coming home after the W, your favorites are just a tap away. Because it's always a good day for golden fries, crispy chicken sandwiches, and hearty breakfasts delivered right to your door. That's McDelivery from McDonald's, the official breakfast of Oregon Athletics. At participating McDonald's, most opt into rewards. Delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery other fees may apply. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and come on now, so good to see you.
Welcome back to Kinnick Stadium here in Iowa City. Oregon and Iowa playing a heck of a defensive ball game right now to some degree. Right now, total yards in this first half, Oregon with 150 and Iowa 134. And passing-wise, neither quarterback having a great day. Dante is 5 of 9. Gronowski is 4 of 9. Weather, I guess.
Yeah.
You got to attribute it to that.
And I got to tell you, both offensive lines have done a really nice job protecting their quarterback. Gronowski's been sacked one time on kind of a scramble type of where he tried to bootleg it. Nobody got fooled, and Tatum Tuioti got him. But otherwise, Dante Moore and Gronowski have been well protected. And yet these two defenses really bowing their back and controlling the game. But Oregon at this point, 2 minutes left in the first half. You cannot give up points on this drive. You just can't. You get the ball to start the second half. You'd like to make a stop here and get the ball back and maintain that halftime lead on the road.
Whittington was 7 carries, 42 yards. Davison, 3 carries, 26. Hill Jr., 3 carries, 25. Moulton, 10 carries for 39 yards for Iowa. That's been the game. A couple of long passes each way, but mostly the run game. So 3rd down, and let's call it 3rd down and 5. Iowa at their own 47. 3rd and 5. Weege in motion, goes and sets him to the left. 2 receivers out there. And Gronowski back to throw. So it's a screen pass, and did he get it away? He did not. He didn't get rid of it. Tried to loft it over Betcher, and Betcher's right in his chops and said, no, you don't.
Team timeout.
And took him right down. Big sack. Second sack of Gronowski in the ball game, and they had the screen set up. He just couldn't throw it.
He couldn't throw it because Betcher was so in there so quickly and right in front of his face. It was going to be a dangerous throw if he lets it go, and Betcher gets the sack.
So big play. Oregon calls a timeout. They want time with 1:53 remaining for a 2-minute offense. What a pressure play by Betcher. It's almost like he came up the middle untouched. I'm sure they're letting guys come for the screen or attempted screen, but didn't expect the linebacker to blitz.
He got there too quickly.
He did.
I think on that screen pass, and sometimes that happens. And really, pretty good, smart move by Gronowski. When you're in a game like this, don't take the chance of throwing it into a crowd and allow Oregon to get the takeaway, and he didn't.
Dusty Hara downstairs, Toyota Mike.
Yeah, one of the things that really made the quarterback hold on to the ball, too, was the fact Aaron Flowers was all over the receiver coming to slip in on that middle screen. Even if they do complete that pass, it's going for nowhere because Aaron Flowers was draped all over the wide receiver.
Malik Benson deep to receive the punt. It is away in the air. And drifting, and Benson's going to go back, take it at the 14. Go right to the 18, to the 20, and down there. Got it outside a little bit. Really nice punt that time by Reese Dakin. Averages 43 yards a punt. He hung that one up. Well done. Ducks will have time. 1:43 remaining and 2 timeouts.
And Iowa has 3 timeouts. So they may try to get the ball back as well if Oregon doesn't do anything with it.
So do the Ducks try to take it downfield, through the air, or the run? Whittington gets the ball up the middle. Nice big hole. There he goes across the 30. First down run, a pickup of 12. Give him 11 yards on the carry. And the second level has to make the stop. It's Cale Kolarek who makes the tackle for Iowa. Shotgun snap again. Give it to him again. Up the middle. There he goes. Across the 40. Inside of the 50. 43-yard line of the 42 and down. Whittington just unloading down the field in a hurry. And Iowa's got a man down back at the 43-yard line.
For an injured player.
He's going to get up and come off the field. They don't want to have to burn a timeout, so he's up. He is hurting, too. This was not a ploy to try to slow down Oregon.
Wampa, their safety number 1. One of their leading tacklers on the team, 43 total tackles, an interception. He comes off the field and looks like he might be okay, but he was injured on that play.
Might have just got a stinger. You're going to sit him down and take a look at, it looks like a shoulder. So the next first down, Whittington all the way to the 42-yard line of Iowa. And he's getting through in a hurry. 1:32 remaining, still 2 timeouts. Way out to the right-hand side. Goes just as slow. Johnson inside of him, and now Iowa's going to call a timeout.
First charge, team timeout, Iowa.
Probably a smart timeout
30-second
for Iowa.
timeout.
They need to stop and talk for a moment. Oregon has just gashed them for 2 huge runs up the middle.
Yeah, Whittington on first down 11 yards, and then on the next first down 27 more. So Oregon has gone on the ground in their own territory all the way to the Iowa 42 just like that, and not even throwing a pass. It's all been on the ground.
Duck Football brought to you by Nature Made to care for fans on game day and every day, the official vitamin and supplement of Oregon football. 9-7. Ducks got a safety on a high snap on a punt attempt by Iowa. Sailed right over the top of the punter's head. He kicked it out of the end zone. That's a safety. Then the Ducks got a drive for a touchdown, made it 9-0. But Iowa answered on their next drive and took it all the way, I think 75 yards, and made it a 9-7 ball game. It's been a pretty defensive struggle. Iowa trying to get everybody on the field in the right way. And here's the pistol look. Dante Whittington straight behind him. 2 wideouts come out to the left, 2 to the right. Dante with a snap. Turn, give it to Whittington again. Go right. Cut it up. Nice first down run of about 4. Keeps the clock running with 1:20 remaining. Xavier Wampa, who was injured, is back in the ball game. Had help from T.J. Hall. pick up a 4, 2nd down and 6.
Well, I don't know if they gave him 4, Jerry.
No, that's
I don't
3.
think that was a very good spot.
No, it wasn't. Only inside of the 39-yard line. Still 2nd and 7, though. Dante, 59 seconds left, back to throw. Swings it out. Driving down or falling down catch by Whittington at the 35. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. Kept the clock moving with 48 seconds. Oregon still has 2 timeouts.
It's just 2-down territory right here.
Yeah, no doubt. 3rd down and 3. Dante. Whittington to his left. Changing the play at the line. They're set. Whittington to his right now. 2 receivers each way. Dante with a snap. Hand it to Whittington again, up the middle. Get the first down and then tackle just short of the 30. The 31-yard line. Stop the clock to move the chains. Whittington running hard. Now they start the clock. Oregon's got to run a play. They have 2 timeouts. 19 seconds remaining. There's a snap. Dante wants to go down the right side. Catch made. Got to call timeout. And they do right away. It was Justice Lowe going low to make the grab right at the 18-yard line. Make that 28-yard line.
30-second timeout.
Whittington, by the way, 11 carries, but 87 yards. That's almost 8 yards carry. That is, and 2 huge runs here just on this series.
And Oregon's run for 137 here in the first half, and Iowa only gives up 84 yards a game. So Oregon has continued to be great at the line of scrimmage in this game against one of the toughest defenses in the Big Ten Conference. And they did it last week when they took on Wisconsin when the weather was like this and they had to run the ball to win. Right now, they're running the ball just like you want to against a team like this and keeping it away.
So interesting here with only 12 seconds remaining. Do you try to run it again? Or with 1 timeout, you can. Or do you put the ball in the air? You're in field goal range. You'd like to get a little more yardage to make it easier. Cooper Perry goes out to the right.
Be smart here if you're Dante Moore.
Empty backfield, 3 receivers, and now Iowa's going to call timeout again. They'll use their final timeout. It was going to be McClellan.
Second charged. Team timeout, Iowa.
And Cooper Perry out to the right.
30-second timeout.
All 3 other receivers were coming left, empty backfield. And Iowa said, oh, wait a minute. We're not set for this.
Yeah.
Smart timeout by them.
Well, this is, again, one of those type of situations. Oregon had this in the first quarter when they drove all the way down into Iowa territory, about this same field position, and really tried to get a little bit greedy, maybe you want to call it that. Ended up with an interception for Iowa. He came away with no points. So here's another one of those situations where if it's not there, you don't need to force it in. Maybe throw it out of bounds, take the short throw, 12 seconds. You can complete a pass and be able to call a timeout and attempt a field goal. So just be smart here if you're Dante Moore and the Oregon offense.
So McClellan, who was out to the right, let's see if he heads back out there. See where Jamari Johnson goes. And Justice Lowe. 2 receivers, Cooper Perry out to the right with McClellan.
If I'm Iowa's defense, keep everything in front of you. Don't let somebody get behind.
Empty backfield. Whittington comes outside as well. 5 receivers set on 2nd down. Back to throws. Throw the screen. Try to get it upfield. Whittington will not. It'll be a very short gain. Back to the line of scrimmage. And Oregon will call timeout with 3 seconds remaining. Now 2, and they will try the field goal.
3rd and final.
Tried to set up
Team
a little what they call that
half,
tunnel screen, Georgie, over the middle.
Yeah, basically a tunnel screen on the outside. And it was one of those ones where Whittington caught that, and all the blockers are to the outside, not to the inside, but he'd hopped back so far inside, he had no other choice but to keep it inside.
So a field goal try from the 36, so this would be a 46-yard try. Dusty, much wind down there at all? Check with Dusty Hara.
There's a little bit of wind coming in the face of the kicker.
All right. Atticus Sappington, and now timeout. And I guess Iowa's going to burn their last timeout. They will.
30 seconds.
Got ice the kicker. James Ferguson Reynolds is the holder. Luke Basso, the snapper. This will be a 46-yard try. Guys, we watched both kickers warm up in the showers before the game started, and both of them were kicking the ball pretty well. So, I don't know, Dusty, you mentioned something about a little breeze into the kicker's face.
Yeah, if you look at the flags on the top of the goalpost, you won't see much of a wind. But as you look up at the top of the Big Ten flags and the black and yellow flags at the rim of the stadium, you can see the wind is blowing a little bit towards the kicker's face.
It's a big kick at this point in the game. Yeah. I could reenact 1989 right now if you want me to, Jerry, under the counter.
You're not climbing under the counter. Sappington. James Ferguson Reynolds to hold. Bassa will snap. Snap good. Hold good. Kick up. It's long enough. And it's good. Oregon will add to a 9-7 lead as the half comes to an end and take a 12-7 lead
of the first half.
In at halftime. Head coach Dan Lanning talking with TB down below. So we'll get a chance to hear from him as he looks at what occurred in the first half. I'm just, in my own mind, I'm thinking probably pretty satisfied with the way his team has performed against one of the better defenses in the Big Ten.
Yeah, pretty satisfied, but never satisfied, if you know what I mean. I don't think he's ever going to be that type of guy that says that. We'll get you to a drive summary after Dusty has a chance to talk to him. But a nice finish to the first half with points, and you get the ball to start the second half. That's exactly the way you want to do it.
Looking for Dusty Hare down below. I think he's already gone in. I don't know if he's going to stay out and talk to Coach. He wants to get out of the rain. I don't blame him. Coach still with TB down below. Be interested to hear what he has to say. Let's head down to Dusty Hare. Dusty?
Coach, defense really playing well in that first half. What do you see from this, especially the up front in the trenches?
Yeah, I think it starts with stopping the run. Obviously, we gave up the long shot. You know, that's the one thing we got to be able to eliminate. But overall, we're doing a good job of stopping the run. Their strength.
Offensively, you guys are running the ball very effectively. What have you seen from the guys up front playing with the new rotation?
Yeah, tough runners. Good job staying on the point of attack, the line of scrimmage, making their secondary tackle.
We brought the rain to Iowa. Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Dusty.
Nice job, Dusty.
Well done, Dusty. Coach, you can tell he likes the way his team is playing. If he doesn't, he's going to tell you.
Yeah.
He likes the way they're playing.
And how can't you? Because you knew it was going to be this type of game. You're on the road in a tough place to play. You're up 12-7. Could have been 15-7 earlier, but you take what you got, running the ball, playing tough at the line of scrimmage. It's exactly what you want to see. And by the way, the Toyota drive summary there for Oregon was 8 plays, 52 yards, a 46-yard field goal by Atticus Sappington. By the way, at minute 43 in that 2-minute drill, and got some points. So a 46-yard field goal by Atticus Sappington makes it 12-7 Oregon here at halftime. That drive summary brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places.
Let's go away for halftime and get a break in here and come back and play a second half of football. Got scores from across the nation, highlights, catch you up with what's been going on today and what is still to come. Oregon on top of Iowa here in Kinnick Stadium. It's Duke Slater Field across from the Children's Hospital. What a setting here in Iowa. Rain showers and wind, but you feel good about a 12-7 Oregon lead at the half here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear Truckin' Awesome, Toyota Tundra's got heart-pounding horsepower. Tacoma is one rugged ride, and the 4Runner is tough as nails. Truck yeah. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Jess Sims is always looking to take her performance to the next level.
Palms facing you, then you're going to switch.
You got this, Jess.
We got this.
And she needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Bank Smartly Checking and Savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money.
About the mental work.
Together we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us. Visit usbank.com today to get started. Member FDIC, copyright 2025 U.S. Bank.
Valley River Inn is a proud partner of Oregon Athletics and your go-to game day stay. Just minutes from Watson and right on the Willamette River. Enjoy 250 newly renovated rooms, a fitness center, bike rentals, outdoor pool, and riverside dining at Sweetwater's on the river. Whether you're in town for kickoff or need a local escape, catch the game, then catch your breath with us. Fans score 15% off with code HOMETEAM. Visit valleyriverinn.com and make your stay a win.
Hey, college football fans, it's sideline reporter Molly McGrath teaming up with Evan Williams Bourbon to welcome you to Bourbon Nation, the home of game day's #1 pour. We're celebrating every snap from coast to coast because it doesn't matter what colors you wear as long as Evan's there. Find a bottle near you at evanwilliams.com and enjoy the smooth, rich taste of my favorite Kentucky bourbon at your next tailgate. Go Ducks! Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43% alcohol by volume, must be 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
Dear Truckin' Awesome, Toyota Tundra's got heart-pounding horsepower. Tacoma is one rugged ride, and the 4Runner is tough as nails. Truck yeah. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Is in the books. Time now for college football's most refreshing halftime show. Presented by Coors Light. Choose chill. Proud partner of Oregon Athletics. A first half recap. Scores from the Big Ten and the rest of college football are all ahead on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Well, we have hit halftime in Iowa City, where the Ducks lead the Hawkeyes at 12-7. Ashley Gentry here with you inside the Learfield Network studios with all your highlights from the first half and scores from across the Big Ten and Top 25, brought to you by Safeway. Coming up, as for your first half highlights, things got started in this big noon matchup with Oregon set to kick it off after winning the coin flip at midfield, choosing to defer, so the Ducks will get the ball to start the second half. Iowa got decent field positioning following that kickoff, but the Oregon defense shows up early and forced a 3-and-out, giving the ball back to the Ducks for the first time today. But Iowa's defense returns the favor with the rain really coming down now, and it's a 3-and-out for Dante Moore in Oregon. Hawkeyes would pick up a bit of yardage in the second outing, but a high snap to punt it away causes chaos in the Iowa special teams, and the punter Dankin ends up kicking it out inside the end zone. This resulted in an illegal kicking call and a safety against the home team. So 2 points for the Ducks and possession, the first safety for Oregon in the last 4 years. So Ducks score first, just not in the way anyone would expect. Oregon starts their second drive on the 33-yard line after 3 incomplete passes, forced a 3-and-out the first time around, finding success on the ground, getting Whittington going 4 consecutive running plays for starring Noah Whittington, getting the Ducks to the Iowa 42. Dante would go back to the air for a deep connection with Gary Bryant Jr., a 22-yard pickup for the Ducks, now on the Hawkeyes 18, but he gets up a little banged up after that catch, needing some help getting off the field. We'll keep you updated on the status of Gary Bryant Jr. as we continue. Then Oregon now in scoring position, deep in Iowa territory, knocking on the door, and the door would be answered, just not by the Ducks.
Dante Moore ready with a snap back to throw. Protection's good. Throws it to the end zone. It is intercepted and then sliding down in the end zone. Oregon will not get points.
Dante Moore throws his 5th interception this season. Lee picks it off in the end zone and would choose to slide it out. Ducks lay an egg on their second drive of the day, but still leading 2-0 thanks to that safety early in the quarter. That turnover would give the Hawkeyes a little bit of juice, getting their offense back on the field, completing a 3rd and long to keep the chains moving now. About 4.5 to go until the second quarter, with the momentum slightly favoring the Hawkeyes. But Tatum Tuiyoe had seen enough of this drive and would make a crucial play in the backfield.
2nd down and 6. Shotgun again. And back to throw off, little play action. Pressured, sacked. Tuiyoe got to him. Little fake pitch going to the right. And then Gronowski wanted to kind of maybe drift left and find somebody open, but he had pressure in front of him right away.
Tatum Tuiyoe, thank you very much. A big-time sack, making it 3rd and 13. Hawkeyes couldn't get it done, and the Ducks would get the ball back to start the second quarter. Still 2-0 Oregon. Dante would connect with Johnson for just the second completed pass of the day. Oregon swinging the momentum back into their favor. Davison with a big run, and then it would be De'Aaron Hill to punch it in.
Dante looks over the defense, likes it, wants the ball, got it. Gonna hand it off. It's gonna be Davison or Hill runner going left, gets free, 5-yard line. Can he get there inside of the 1? Goal line touchdown! De'Aaron Hill.
What an effort.
Got slowed down a little bit and then used the leg drive.
19 yards on the carry for Hill and 6 points for Oregon after the touchdown was reviewed, thinking his knee might have been down there, but the call stands. Extra point is good, and the Ducks take a 9-0 lead with 11:45 to go in the first half. Iowa, the ball now eating away at the time on the clock as they get it all the way down to the Oregon 41 after a controversial missed holding call on Iowa. They would take advantage with a deep pass for 38 yards to set up this touchdown.
In the backfield, Xavier Williams from the shotgun. Williams to the left of Gronowski. Tight receiver, got to throw it. Left-hand corner, walking in. Tight end, DJ Van Nomi. DJ Bonami, beg your pardon, a freshman tight end.
Right back in the game is Iowa.
So Iowa comes right back with a drive of their own to cut into the lead, now trailing the Ducks 9-7 with 5.5 to go. Some controversial calls and no calls in the game, showing its head again after another one pushes the Ducks back to half the distance to the goal. Offensive pass interference on McClellan that would stifle Oregon and force a punt. Iowa with the ball, 3 minutes to go. Crucial drive here for the defense, and the Ducks to hold the lead just ahead by 3. 2-minute warning now. Iowa on their own 47-yard line. In a 3rd and 5, Bryce Betcher would ensure no points would go on the board for the Hawkeyes.
3rd and 5. Wage in motion, goes and sets him to the left. 2 receivers out there. And Gronowski back to throw. So it's a screen pass, and did he get it away? He did not. He didn't get rid of it. Tried to loft it over Betcher, and Betcher's right in his chops and said, no, you don't.
Team timeout.
And took him right down. Big sack. Second sack of Gronowski in the ball game, and they had the screen set up. He just couldn't throw it.
He couldn't throw it because Betcher was so in there so quickly and right in front of his face. It was going to be a dangerous throw if he lets it go, and Betcher gets the sack.
A big-time sack from a big-time player to give Oregon time to go on their 2-minute drill, 1:43 to be exact, and they would move fast. Whittington with a nice 11-yard gain and then 27 more for a first down, all the way down to the 42 of Iowa, 1:32 remaining with 2 timeouts. Hawkeyes slowed down Dante and the offense a little bit, but ultimately not enough, and Oregon takes it down the field for 3 more points and a 12-7 lead to end the first half. So, a low-scoring first half, but the lead nonetheless on the road in Iowa City, and plenty of football to go. We're going to take a quick timeout, then we're back with your Safeway scoreboard update right after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold, so you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So, crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
988 is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week, 365-day-a-year emotional support and crisis line. We all go through really hard times. Each day can present new challenges, and 988 is here to support people through those challenges. We're here to sit with you and provide the compassion that every one of us deserves.
Call or text 988 anytime and talk to someone who's trained to help.
Ducks.
Ready in the snap and back to throw. Looks left.
Hawkeyes.
Pressure goes down. Back at the 15.
This is Oregon football from Learfield.
My name is Ariel. I moved to the U.S. at 19. I spoke no English and I struggled finding job opportunities. Everything I have, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and getting my high school diploma at age 22.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Adoption of teens from foster care is a topic not enough people know about, and we're here to change that.
I'm April Dinwiddie, host of the new podcast, Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Each episode brings you compelling real-life adoption stories told by the families that live them with commentary from experts. Visit adoptuskids.org/podcast or subscribe to Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Administration for Children and Families and the Ad Council.
Time for another check of scores from around the Big Ten and the rest of college football. Brought to you by Safeway, official grocery partner and tailgate headquarters of the Oregon Ducks.
Welcome back inside the Learfield Network studios. Ashley Gentry here with you as the Ducks lead Iowa 12-7 with second half action coming up in just a bit. Quick look around the rest of the Big Ten and the rest of the top 25, starting with the Big Ten. A couple of games have gone final. Number 1, Ohio State on the road against Purdue, and they get the win 34-10, blanking Purdue in the second and third quarters, leading to that 14-point victory. Then how about Indiana, number 2 on the road against Penn State, has never won a game in Happy Valley ever. They get it done today at 27-24, and Cooper Jr. with just an amazing catch in the end zone to bring home the win. If you haven't checked it out, do so, because what a game out in Happy Valley. Indiana stays undefeated and takes down the Nittany Lions 27-24, still winless in Big Ten play for Penn State. Couple of games underway currently. Rutgers at home against Maryland with an 8-point lead, 28-20, with about 10 minutes to go in the game. Then number 23, Washington, they're on the road against Wisconsin. No score with about 15 to go until halftime there. We'll see who puts points on the board first. Wisconsin in scoring distance, so we'll keep you updated on that one as well. Then coming up in just a bit to close out the evening, it's UCLA at home versus Nebraska. These two teams pretty evenly matched as far as Big Ten play goes, so that one will be one to watch to end your night this evening. Jumping over to the top 25, several games have gone final, tons in action, and more to come. A big-time matchup between number 7 BYU and number 8 Texas Tech, the top 2 teams in the Big 12, and Texas Tech really handed it to BYU today, 29-7, your final score. First Big 12 loss for BYU. Number 6, Ole Miss blanks the Citadel 49-0. Just an absolute demolition there for Ole Miss. Then number 5, Georgia, a 20-point victory over Mississippi State, 41-21. Of course, Indiana with that win over Penn State, 27-24. As for our games ongoing, well, tons to talk about, particularly number 3, Texas A&M with a 14-point lead over number 22, Missouri. But we'll touch on those at the end of ours, because it's time to take a break and get you back to Iowa City for the start of the second half, where Oregon leads the Hawkeyes, with more to come right after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
College football's most refreshing halftime show has been brought to you by Coors Light. Choose chill. Proud partner of Oregon Athletics. This is Duck Football from Learfield.
Your burger is served.
Thank you.
And this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile.
Now that is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi.
Kohl's Black Friday dropped early, and you might want to stretch before shopping, because with up to 50% off beauty faves, cozy coats, home finds, and more, you'll be lunging for deals, loading your cart, and moving muscles you forgot you had. All while earning $10 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent. Shop Kohl's early Black Friday deals now. Just try not to pull anything. Select styles, offers end November 9th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. See store or Kohls.com for details.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Oregon Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
I'm coming home to the place that I remember, back to the land of my first love. Would you spread wide your arms for this wayward son? I left my heart in Oregon.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Oregon. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Oregon and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Oregon.
Coors Light halftime show wrapping up. We'll look at some of your halftime stats here in the Country Financial broadcast booth. I'm Joey Mack. Thanks to Ashley Gentry back in the OSN studio. Second half action coming up with Oregon leading here at Iowa 12-7 in a slobber knocker. 202 yards for the Ducks, 65 through the air, 137 on the ground. Iowa has gained 126 yards, pretty balanced. 61 passing yards, 65 rushing yards. Iowa 1 of 6 on third down. The Ducks are 1 of 4 on third down. It is the defensive battle that we thought it would be. Noah Whittington, 11 carries for 87 yards, leading the way for the Ducks, and it's been by committee with Davison carrying the ball 3 times for 26 yards, and De'Aaron Hill Jr., 3 carries for 25 yards and a touchdown. That is a look at your halftime stats. With Oregon leading Iowa 12-7, Dusty Harris headed back down to the Toyota sideline, and now little congratulations are in order for one of our own, as Mike Jorgensen's with us in the booth again, and congratulations to one Jerry Allen. Pretty cool honor on Thursday, Jerry.
Yeah, thanks, guys. At Oregon Sports Awards were held up at the Patricia Research Center for the Arts. A lot of athletes, coaches were honored that night. High school coaches and Dylan Gabriel, Jade Carey from Oregon State were honored as well. But it was the highlight for me was to see some of the, I'm going to say, older athletes. Lori Milligan, Hall of Fame inductee. Susie Grimes, Hall of Fame inductee, Olympic athlete and disability rights advocate. It was so fun talking to her. Galen Rupp was honored and inducted into the state. The 2015 Portland Timbers with their championship that year. And I got an unbelievable honor. Bill Shonley was such a good friend and the voice of the Portland Trailblazers for so long, and they have an award for a broadcaster, and I got honored and given that this year. So it was a very special, honorable night in Portland. I had my whole family up there. It was pretty cool.
Jerry, I tell you what, I mean, again, to be in the same crowd with some of those people that you just mentioned, obviously, is a privilege and an honor itself. But to have your name associated with Bill Shonley, what Bill Shonley meant to the Portland Trailblazers, he was synonymous with the Trailblazers. You're synonymous with Oregon, and it's really cool to see that, everything that came to you as a result of that. And again, the people that were up there shaking hands with you and congratulating you, you've earned it. Nice job, and just keep up the great work, okay? Just keep it up. But congratulations. What an honor.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. It was, I'll tell you what, and I told them up there, it's not all me. No one person is responsible for accomplishments. You have a team around you, and I've had Jorgie, you for 37 years. Joey, you've been up there for seems like 25. Dusty Harris, so glad to have him with us, and all the guys who helped out. Kickoff to start the second half will go into the end zone, and Oregon will get to bring it out and have that first possession here in the second half.
I think Jerry just called me old, Jorgie.
That's right.
Someday you'll be happy to be called old and not ancient. Yeah, I'm past that old thing. I'm approaching ancient. That's the problem. So first down to Oregon for 25, a 12-7 lead. It's such an awkward score to give. 2 receivers come out to the right. 1 out to the left. Into backfield. Looks like Davison. Might be Hill. I can't see it. It is Hill. De'Aaron Hill tries to go outside of the left. Going to get caught and dumped for a loss. De'Aaron Hill Jr. tried to go left. And Carson Shire, who is the leading tackler on this Hawkeye football team, got in the backfield.
Yeah, left and outside. And it seems like Oregon's yards and successful runs have been between the tackles, not outside where that Iowa speed's able to get to them. That time they got to De'Aaron Hill for a loss.
Loss of 2, second down and 12. Whittington back in the game now to running back. 2 receivers out to the left. Saliapaga is out there along with McClellan. 2 receivers also to the right. And on second down, here's a pitch going left. Whittington trying to get it up and does across the 30, and he'll go down there. Nice second down run. Pitch it outside, kind of a student body left.
Oh, did he get popped on the outside after he cut up the field? Really nice run, but he took a hit on the outside there from Montgomery, the linebacker.
Put him down at the 29, so a pickup after the lost 2 yards, a pickup of 4, give him 6 on the pickup. It's 3rd down and 6. 3rd and 6, empty backfield. 3 receivers out to the right, 2 to the left. On 3rd and 6. Blitz coming, no. 4-man rush. Dante with time throws. It's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Big paw reached up, slapped it out. That's Max Llewellyn, who is the left defensive rush end.
And I'm not sure McClellan was deep enough if that ball gets to him anyway. You got to run a deeper pattern on 6 yards to go. He was under a 4-yard crossing pattern, and so if he catches that ball, he's still probably short.
Big, dangerous punt coming up. James Ferguson Reynolds. Weegan waits at his own 29. No rush to speak up. Punt not real deep. Fair catch called for and taken at the 32-yard line. So a rare fair catch called by Caden Weegan, and Iowa will have pretty good field position at their own 33.
Timeout
where they will mark it. Oregon, first offensive series of the second half goes nowhere. Iowa's second opportunity, or first opportunity here in the second half coming up with decent field position. A 12-7 Oregon lead. And we're back to our Country Financial broadcast booth after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the roads you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included in every tire we sell. It's more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's all about you getting more from less. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com.
High-quality organic food should be available to everyone at a better value. That's why Safeway offers O Organics. Hundreds of USDA-certified organic products exclusively in our stores. From fruits and vegetables to chicken and olive oil and frozen treats to baby food, you'll find a huge selection of organic items for the whole family at Safeway. Food you feel good about eating and serving. Look for O Organics products throughout Safeway. O Organics. Organic for all.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and come on now.
Welcome back to Iowa, where Duck football is brought to you by OCCU. Duck fans get more for the things they care about with remarkable checking and the Duck debit card. More for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Learn more at myoccu.org/get-duck-debit. We just got an update on the weather. They're looking now, they said there could be a couple of inches of snow on the Oregon sideline around Dusty Hera. Oh, he didn't hear us.
Oh, dang. Save it.
Save it. We'll come back with that. It is still breezy, and it is showery. It's not a really heavy rain, but cool. 40, 42 degrees. So Oregon's first offensive series, pretty much a 3 and out. And now Iowa. And you always look at halftime. Who made adjustments? What adjustments? What do you come out with in the second half?
Yeah, you got behind the chains right off the bat if you're Oregon's offense there. They got the ball to start the second half, and first down was a loss of 2. So when you're playing at 2nd and 12, you can't take a whole lot of chances with this Iowa defense playing like they are, and Oregon 2 more plays, punted the ball. So now you got to, again, the defense is going to have to carry the day today. It's going to be tough for either team to score, so your defense has to carry the day, leading 12-7 here, 13:32 left in the third quarter.
Tight formation, 2 tight ends to the left, 1 wide receiver outside. Gronowski will go under center with Moulton's lone running back behind him, and he will get the ball. Trying to go up the middle, gets some room. Outside across the 35 to the 38 or 39-yard line. That's a pickup of 6. Give him 5. It'll be second down and 5, and I thought there was more there. I thought he was gone.
Thought Oregon was in pretty good position to get off the block there and make a play in the hole. Amari Washington, I thought, was going to get there. Looked like he was getting held a little bit again, but Iowa gets some yards out of the play, out to the 38, 39-yard line.
So a second down and a little more than 4, almost 5. Again, tight formation. 2 tight ends, or a tight end to the right, 2 receivers out to the left. Lone back and under center Moulton. Weegan in motion to the right, pitch going right. Moulton cut it back, a little running room. He's not going to get the first down as he'll go across the 40 to the 42. Started right, was looking for a cutback lane, but there was nothing there.
Boy, it just looked like he ran into a wall. And then all of a sudden the wall kind of got a little bit of a pocket in it. And he got into the pocket to bring up at least 3rd and 1 for Iowa here. Very makeable 3rd down.
Jerry Mixon is the one that finally got a hold of him and then got some help to stop him. But it's 3rd and very short from the shotgun. Gronowski doesn't need to hand it off. He's big body. 6'3", 235 from the shotgun. Needs a yard. Motion man goes right. Snap. He did hand it off, and for the first down across the 44, and that's about where he needed to get to for the first down is Moulton. A big pile of ducks. No one really duck wrapped him up, but there was a bunch in the middle that he ran into, but he only needed a yard and he got it.
Well, I was not going to panic in this type of situation, trailing 12-7 with about 11:40 left in this 3rd quarter. This is the type of game that they're accustomed to playing in. They know what it's going to take to win the game, and they'll just bleed you to death trying to do it.
Moulton blown back again. Tight formation, no real wideouts. Close to the formation, a wideout each way. And the pitch going to Moulton, going left. Try to cut it back, gets a little. He'll go about 3 or 4. Out across the 46 to the 47-yard line. And for Oregon, Ducks, Theron Johnson, cornerback. You don't want those second-level guys making tackles that often.
No doubt about that, but he was very disciplined in what he did, and that is stayed outside, came in and made the tackle inside, really cut off that outside angle for the running back to go to.
Second down and 6, a pickup of 4. Again, everybody in tight, no real outside receivers. 3 grouped toward the right, or 2, and then a tight end there and a tight end left. There's a motion across to the left, and keeping, and going left. And Gronowski is going to get a big first down run of about, make that second down run of about 8. He'll take it out across the 50 to the Duck 47-yard line.
Jerry, they're content with running the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, they are content with just grinding it out and keeping this game a 1-score game, knowing that all it takes is a touchdown to take the lead, or at least get a field goal to be within a field goal lead. So they'll grind it out, and that's exactly what they're doing on this drive.
Jacob Gill, one of the wide receivers, along with Weegan, go to the right. Again, close to the formation. Tight end to the right is now Boname from the shotgun. And hand it off. Up the middle this time. Moulton doesn't get a whole lot. He only needed a yard, and I think he's going to get there. They're marking it first down. Mixon got it, but not before he could fall forward and get the first down. Weegan back into the ball game. Jacob Gill, a wide receiver, goes out, and you see this pounding of the ball by Iowa. They pound it. Wait for them to go over the top, because you know they're going to try to do that.
Well, they're doing a great job on first down, getting 4 or 5 yards, and that really sets them up for not having to go up top.
Mark Gronowski, big quarterback, under center. Blown back behind him. Now fullback, or tight end lifts into that fullback position. Play action, back to throw. Pressure comes, they get to him, he throws it, it's caught out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. Be for lost yardage. I thought Gronowski was going to go down, but he is big. He's 6'2", 235, and he doesn't go down easily.
And who was under pressure there? Was it Uyunglele on the pressure? And I thought Uyunglele, when he came in, got held from the inside, but he still was able to get his hand on the jersey and disrupt the play.
Loss of a yard on the completion. It is second down and 11. Here's a pitch going right, and the Ducks defended pretty well. Very short gain of 2, almost 3. It'll be third down and long. Here's your opportunity against a team that so far hasn't thrown the ball very well. One really good pass.
Yeah, just don't let Gronowski beat you with his legs. force him to have to complete the pass because he can be accurate, but he can be inaccurate a lot more than he's accurate. And so force him to have to throw the ball for a first down. Don't let him beat you with his legs.
Weidgen and Gill come left. Two receivers toward the right at tight end. He comes back to the left and sets up outside on 3rd down and 8. Gronowski from the shotgun. Snap, 4-man rush for Oregon. Time, dancing, now running right. Penalty flag down. We'll just chuck the ball downfield. It's caught, but was it inbound? And they're going to call it a catch, but a flag down at the line of scrimmage. So, catch was made at the Oregon 32.
Is there a flag over on the sideline, too? On Oregon's sideline?
Well, I don't think there's a flag over there. I think it's the one on the field. They're discussing.
The ruling on the field is a completed catch. Personal foul, illegal hands to the face, defense number 42.
Wow.
15-yard penalty added to the end of the run. First down.
Boy, what a huge penalty, and what a completion by Gronowski to be able to get that ball off and get it to his receiver scrambling for his life, and then tack on 15 more.
Ruling on the field of a completed catch is under further review.
But just to keep the play alive and the potential to throw this ball, I tell you, that's going to be close. There's a foot inbounds, but as the receiver catches it, he's also got the other foot out of bounds. Which foot comes down on the ground first? And when we take a look at it here, he catches the ball. I don't know if his out of bounds foot came down before his inbounds foot drug out of bounds. That might be a catch.
Well, it'll be a terrific catch if it is. And then the other question is there enough to overturn what was called a catch on the sideline?
Yeah, I think Joey's talking about it here. I don't know if you can overturn whether his foot's inbounds or out of bounds, but did he control it while that foot is inbound?
After further review, the ruling on the field of a catch is upheld.
Yeah.
The 15-yard penalty is enforced, includes an automatic first down.
Yeah. Pretty hard to argue that call.
Wouldn't argue it at all.
But the penalty tacked on top of the catch that was made at about the 22 takes the ball inside the 20 to the 17-yard line of Oregon.
Well, like I mentioned to you before, this game was really going to fall in the back of Oregon's defense. And you hate to point one way because they've played a fantastic game so far, but Iowa putting one of about 2 or 3 drives a game that they put together, and right now the timing for the Hawkeyes couldn't be better.
Oregon got the ball to start the half, leading now 12-7. But Iowa on their first possession of the half have taken it down inside of the 17. Gronowski under center. 2 backs behind him will hand it off and trying to get it outside. Stopping and cutting it up is Moulton. He will not get much a yard. Wanted to go upfield. There was nothing there, so he tried to turn it out.
Tatum Tuioti down.
Timeout for an injured defensive player.
Ducks down at the 17-yard line. Tatum Tuioti.
Timeout on the field.
He's had some shoulder issues, leading into this game. And it's one of those things that sometimes nags you the entire season, and you're able to get past it, but it comes up every once in a while during the game, and hopefully that's all this is.
We'll get a break. 12-7. Oregon with the lead. Iowa will have it 2nd down and 8 at the Duck 17-yard line. When we come back, third quarter action. 7:31 left on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
When life blindsides you with an injury, you need a team that's tough. For over 30 years, Morgan & Morgan has been fighting for the people. This season, we're proud to partner with Oregon Athletics. Because whether it's on the field or in the courtroom, we're both determined to do what it takes to win. Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Injured? Dial Pound Law. Morgan & Morgan, 10150 Southwest 6th Avenue, Portland. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Did you know that 77% of people navigating addiction are still showing up every single day, working jobs, raising families, and carrying responsibilities? Addiction touches families, friends, and neighbors, but so does recovery. And here's where you come in. You can be the turning point that helps someone rewrite their story. At Willamette Family, we believe hope grows when it's shared. One flock, one game, one family at a time. Hope is now. Just like the Ducks succeed through teamwork, recovery happens through support. Visit WFTS.org today to learn how you can help change lives. Willamette Family, proud partner of Oregon Athletics.
Oregon.
Georgie, this is a huge matchup for Oregon.
Iowa.
Take a deep breath, everybody.
From the Country Financial Broadcast booth alongside Mike Jorgensen, here's the voice of the Ducks, Jerry Allen.
Welcome back to our Country Financial Broadcast booth. Jerry Allen, Georgie, and Dusty Hara down below. Dusty Hara, our Toyota sideline Mike. Tuioti is up and walking off and flexing his arm, but Dusty, he's kind of had that little nagging injury this year.
Yeah, we've seen it pop up a time or two, mainly Penn State. He went out, and it looked like it was going to be one that kept him out for a while. And about a series later, we saw 44 back on the field. So could be an issue with the stinger, some sort of shoulder issue that he was trying to work through. But he walked out off under his own power, and nobody holding his arm for support either.
Guys, isn't it odd how trailing 12-7 with 7:31 left here in the third quarter, Iowa almost feels like they got you right where they want you. It's just odd. This is the way their games go, and it's right in that situation again right now.
I'll tell you what, Iowa gets away. I don't know if it's the way they're coached. They get away with a lot of holding. I'm just going to say it. When you watch it, and we watch it binoculars, and we watch replays, and there's a lot of holding.
They're not even sneaky, though, some of them.
No.
I mean, it's just, how can't you? Sometimes you just raise your hands up and go, how can you not throw the penalty there? One penalty for 10 yards in this game so far.
So 2nd down and 8 from the Oregon 17-yard line. 16-yard line left hash. 16-yard line left hash. Tight formation, those receivers to the right. Here's a counter play to the left, and Weechen's going to get it. Ball came loose. The ball came loose, but he was down.
Boy, they blew that whistle quick.
Boy, they did, didn't they?
Ruling on the field as the runner was down. Part of the ball coming out. It's 3rd down.
They blew that whistle so quick. We'll get a look at it here again.
Weechen, counter play, fly sweep.
That ball is his elbow down when the ball's out.
His elbow might have been down.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That ball looked like it was squirting out.
I'd like to look from the other side again.
Yeah. So, not a fumble, and is not going to be reviewed.
We got to look from the front side, and that's what I want to see. That ball's loose. That ball's loose. That's a fumble. That is a fumble. That is an absolute fumble, and how you can't stop and take a look at it right now, I will have no idea.
Problem is, well, they're going to. They're going to. They're going to look at it.
That's a fumble.
The ruling on the field was that the runner was down prior to the ball coming out and recovered by Oregon. That plays under further review.
That's a fumble.
I always have a question about whether the officials will say, but we blew the whistle.
Me too.
Yeah, so
good point.
Will they do that? The play was blown dead.
Did they call it dead? That ball is loose. Big time loose.
Let's go downstairs. Our Toyota sideline, Mike Dusty Hara.
Yeah, you guys were wondering if there was going to be a challenge, and Coach Lanning was down here with the lines judge and in his ear the entire time saying, hey, you guys seen anything? You guys seen anything? And he said, fine, timeout, and kind of forced the hand of the official. Great gamesmanship by Coach Lanning to be on the official to the very last second, and when they didn't review it on their own, he said, all right, we're going to make you guys have to review it. And now they're looking in the window right now, and the Ducks fans seem to be pretty happy. And if you heard it, there was a faint groan from Iowa fans as they finally showed the replay on the big screen.
Yeah, they're still looking at it down below. Dusty, how about the Oregon fans? I got a great presentation here by the Duck fans, huh?
Yeah, they are. You're starting to hear them, and they're getting a little bit louder. It's like the rain powered them up here, and they're feeling pretty good about it. So you can hear a little bit of a roar, and right now it comes down to, was there a clear recovery by Oregon? They came out of the pile with it. Now we're going to have to see if Bear Alexander and the Ducks are going to have the ball back for their offense.
Yeah, the replay we saw, it was clear that the ball came out before his arm went down. Very clear. So 6:15 left in the third quarter, a 12-7 Oregon lead. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for Iowa at the Oregon 14 or the Oregon football at the 14.
And Bear Alexander clearly had the recovery from the get-go. There was no doubt about it.
Well, they are taking a long time to look at this. And it may be not just whether it was a fumble, but where is the ball and what's the time on the clock. A lot of things they will look at in this situation. This is a huge replay right now.
If they're looking at the same thing we are, I don't think it's a tough call, which is what baffles me. It takes this long. And other than there might be other things like you're talking about. Did Oregon get on it? Where is it marked at? It's a fumble.
And the time on the clock, they'll look at that as well. Sometimes that's what's taking a long time to decipher. Okay, it was a fumble. Okay, Oregon's got the ball. Where'd they recover it? Okay, what time was on the clock when we stopped it? I mean, there are a lot of things they're discussing, not just looking at views. They should have an excellent view of that fumble, though. I mean, TV has shown it to us here, and you know they have that view as well as others.
Just can't take that long.
This review is still going. 12-7 Oregon with a lead. 6:15 left in the third quarter. And a review right now that could be a difference maker in this game. Although a lot of football to be played.
What are they looking at?
And they are still discussing here at Kinnick Stadium. And here's the call. We'll find out right now.
After review, the runner had fumbled the football, and the ball was recovered by Oregon at the 13-yard line. 1st down and 10, Oregon.
Got it right. Thank you.
Well, and I think a lot of that was where was the ball recovered, because Oregon picked it up and ran off with it pretty quickly, so they had to go back and find out where was the ball recovered, how much time was on the clock.
Timeout on the field.
They're going through all that. Now we're going to get a timeout.
What a takeaway.
what
a timely
turnaround.
Takeaway.
What a flip of the script for Oregon and for Iowa. Iowa looked like they had momentum and were going in for a potential lead. Oregon with a turnover and get the ball back, and now we'll have it at their own 13-yard line when we come back to Iowa. With the Ducks leading 12-7. 6:15 left still here in the third on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Man, I love my kids so much. I once sat for 3 hours in the cold rain to watch her soccer team lose by 18 goals.
I love my kids so much, I once used a tube to suck snot out of her stuffed nose at 3 a.m.
You win.
Love your kids? Love them enough to make sure they're in the right car seat. From toddlers to tweens, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to find the right seat for their age and size. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Iowa, where Oregon leads the Hawkeyes 12-7, and Duck Football is brought to you by Safeway, the official grocery partner of the Oregon Ducks. Stop by Safeway to play the Score Big Sweepstakes and enter for a chance to win great prizes such as duck gear or season tickets. Well, Iowa this year, turnover-wise, has thrown the ball away a lot. They've thrown some picks, but they've got some picks as well. But they've fumbled 5 times and only lost 1 coming into this ball game. None bigger than right here, number 2 on the season. And the Ducks get their defense off the field, guys. I think that's probably as big as anything we're talking about. Oregon was getting beat down pretty good on that drive.
Yeah, and even possibly this little break right here, even if Oregon does somehow go 3 and out, the break of allowing the defense to take a deep breath and rest a little bit is a factor too. But, again, it looked like Iowa was going to go in and score and take a 14-12 lead, and then that's the way they like the game basically to remain. A 2-point game all the rest of the way. So Oregon gets the takeaway there, a huge one. Nice play by Brandon Finney to knock the ball loose, punch it out with the tackle, and then Bear Alexander jumps on top of it. Would be really nice if Oregon could move this ball at least to midfield. Points would be a bonus, but get it to midfield and flip the field would certainly be helpful.
How about the true freshman Finney? Play after play after play this year. From the shotgun, Dante going to bring Grace in as a fullback offset. And behind him, hands the ball off. Davidson's going to go left and get not much. He'll get a couple. Bring up second down at about 8. So you bring a tight end in as basically a fullback. Try to give yourself some extra meat up front. Second down and 8. 2 receivers come out to the right. Cooper Perry, one of those. 1 receiver to the left. Tight end right is Johnson. Out of the shotgun on second down and 8. And give it to, no, he kept it. Going to go outside. Big room. There goes Dante Moore with speed. 40, 50, the other way 45, and then out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Dante Moore on the quarterback keeper. He saw something, and Iowa did not.
Well, when you don't keep it at all game long, you get forgotten by a defense, and he got forgotten. And by the time he got out in the open field, there was nobody around him, and it was just how much speed you have, how far can you go, and a big run there for Oregon to get out of their own end, now all the way to the Iowa 36.
Jack Lutmer was the last man to have a chance to push him down out of bounds or force him out. Here's Dante. Davison still behind him. Wideouts left and right. Dante with a snap, turn, hand it off. Davison up the middle. A little bit of room and go inside of the 30. Barely. Might get it. Well, they got to mark his knees down. He'll go down just outside of the 30.
That run by Dante was 49 yards, Jerry.
How about that? Cohen Intriger on the stop. That second level. Guy came up and made the stop. 6 yards. A little more than 5. Let's call it 3rd and 5. You get 5 yards, you get a first down.
Second
down at 5. 2 receivers go out to the left. One of those just as slow. Tight end comes back to the right. Saliapaga. And the snap. And up the middle. Driving hard. Short yardage gain. Maybe 3. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Davison will get about 3, but that'll bring up 2nd down or 3rd down and at least 2. And Dusty Harris says that the rain has stopped.
And Whittington back in the game at tailback along with Grace at fullback. It looks like maybe they're going to line him back up as a lead blocker on this play. Big 3rd and 2 for Oregon.
And it is Whittington to the left of Dante, and now they all spread out. Empty backfield, 4 receivers out to the left, 1 alone to the right. Dante, snap, keeps, runs it up the middle, first down inside on the 25-yard line. Design quarterback draw.
Almost broke it for a touchdown. There's nobody past the last guy that gets his hand on Dante Moore's foot. Would have been a foot race to the end zone. Big
Great play call. 4 receivers in a diamond pattern out to the left, 1 alone out to the right. Empty backfield and Dante making it look like a screen.
I thought it was going to be a screen.
Here's Whittington behind Dante. 1 receiver out to the right. I believe that is Benson. No, it is not. It is Justice Lowe. Well, and beyond him, here's a give, and Whittington's going to go left side to get very short yardage.
That snap seemed to come a little bit sooner than everybody else moving. I'm glad Dante Moore was ready for it, but it looked like that snap came way sooner than it was supposed to.
Got it to the 23-yard line, a pickup of a little more than 1. Well, it's 2nd down and still 9, almost 8. Right in between there. Down to 2:24 left here in the 3rd quarter. 12-7 Oregon. Pierre Hill now in the backfield. Under center for Dante. And turn. I gave it to Hill going left. And turn gets away from one man. Fighting hard. We'll go to the 16-yard line. I got a little confused with who's in the backfield, who's winding up. Yeah. Little counter. Oregon really digging into the bag of tricks offensively here.
Brings up a 3rd 1, though. That was a big run to get to 3rd 1.
Yeah, kind of a mini fly sweep, if you would. Wasn't way out to the right. He was lined up kind of in that slot to the right. But it came back, tight end sweep like that tight. 3rd down. Big 3rd down. Grace, the fullback, backing. And Dante falls down.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know if he just tripped over himself or if somebody tripped him coming off the line.
Of all times to have that happen.
One of his offensive linemen stepped on his foot. Dave Iuli stepped on Dante Moore's foot as he was trying to get away from the line of scrimmage. He's tumbling down. Field goal try from the 30. It'll be a 40-yard field goal try. The wind at his back. Atticus Sappington, 40-yard try. Snap, place, kick, long enough. Looks straight. And it is 3 points, field goal, All-State field goal. And that good kick, the good hands at All-State contributed to the next athletic scholarship fund for student athletes across all sports. Thank you, All-State, and thank you, Atticus Sappington. But what else can happen in this football game?
On the field.
Crazy. 15-7, Oregon with the lead, with 44 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter, and we got a timeout. We'll get on to Dusty Hara when we come back on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Jess Sims is always looking to take her performance to the next level.
Palms facing you, then you're going to switch.
You got this, Jess.
We got this.
And she needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Bank Smartly Checking and Savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money.
About the mental work.
Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us. Visit usbank.com today to get started. Member FDIC, copyright 2025 U.S. Bank.
Hey, Ducks, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field designed Oregon t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Oregon in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby.
We are back with 44 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And the Ducks now on top 15-7. Dusty Hara downstairs, our Toyota sideline mic. I thought that Dave Louie stepped on the foot of Dante Moore, but he didn't. He tripped him, huh?
Yeah, it was a great push by Iowa's defensive line, and Iuli had to take a big step backwards, and in doing that, he tripped up Dante Moore. And it happened so quickly, we didn't know how the play was going to develop, whether there was going to be like a stretch run play or a play action, and try to hit one of those 2 tight ends on the right side of the formation for Oregon. It went away so quickly, the play didn't even come to any sort of development. But that's a huge one. Atticus Sappington, though, in a clutch situation, puts the ball between the uprights and gives the Ducks an 8-point lead. It's huge.
Well, what an odd thing to happen on a drive like that, too. When you're 3rd and 1 and really just have put together a wonderful drive to answer with the takeaway that you got there, and you still come up with points, was the key. Right now, Oregon leads by 8, 15-7. 44 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. The Toyota drive summary for Oregon. After the takeaway by the defense, they go 9 plays, 65 yards, almost all of it on the ground. Dante Moore's legs gets them all the way down there. 6:02 was what it took off the clock as well. Atticus Sappington, 40-yard field goal. As I said, Oregon 15, Iowa 7, 44 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. That drive summary was brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And guys, 10-point turnaround. It looks like Iowa's going in for a touchdown, field goal at worst, and instead Oregon gets a takeaway and gets a field goal the other direction.
Caden Weigent is deep, about a yard deep in the end zone. Sappington has it teed up, allowed the wind behind him a little bit. Foot into the ball. This one's going to drive high and deep, and will go way into the back of the end zone and bounce out, and will come out to the 25-yard line. Duck football brought to you by Hoodoo Ski Area, your locally owned and operated destination for winter fun and proud supporter of Oregon athletics. So 44 seconds left in the quarter. You got a 15-minute quarter coming up. But Iowa, they just need to score into two-point conversion, so they don't need to worry about having to get 2 scores.
Well, what you got to hope if you're Oregon's defense, and not hope, just play as you've been playing. Iowa put together a great drive there in that third quarter, or a little bit earlier in this third quarter. They don't put together very many of them, so hopefully that's the end of the drives for Iowa's offense.
We go 2 tight ends on the left, 1 right, 1 lone back, and that's going to be him. Pitch to him, and there is Moulton trying to go left side, pick up about 3. And it will be second down, almost 4th down and 6.
Well, if you can come in here and again force Iowa to have to punt the ball on this drive, even maybe a 3 and out, your offense is gelling and working pretty good. That'd be a huge end to this third quarter if you can get it.
Howard goes way out to the right this time. Receiver and H-back left. Moulton to the right of Gronowski, the quarterback, and back to throw. Wants to go deep, swings it way down the left side and just throws it out of bounds. And a flag. I think they're gonna flag Iffy.
Well, if they do, some sort of holding or maybe rode him out of bounds, but that ball was uncatchable, thrown out of bounds, and so they might get him for some
interference. Defense number 7. 15-yard penalty includes an automatic first down.
I missed the replay up there, but I tell you, that ball was so far out of bounds it wasn't even catchable.
And I thought, if anything, Iffy was behind him and the receiver was trying to run. That's offensive pass interference, if anything. Wow. I thought the defender or the receiver, Dayton Howard, kind of reached back and kind of pushed Iffy in the back out of the way as he went out of. Wow, that's amazing. Up to the 44-yard line, first down. 2 receivers tight to the left. Under center, Gronowski. Gronowski sends Weegan in motion, goes all the way right, pitch it right, trying to cut it up. Moulton's going to get about 3 or 4 to the 48-yard line. As the third quarter will come to an end, it'll be second down and about 6. By the way, Tatum Tuioti was back in the ballgame on that play. So Tuioti back.
That is the end of the third quarter.
So we played 3. I'm still baffled by some of the calls in this game and the lack of some calls. I'm not trying to pick on the officials, but they're a little obvious. 15-7. It just seems like an awkward score, but it's in the right direction. Oregon with the lead after 3 here in Iowa. And the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
.15 on the scoreboard clock. Oregon with the lead, 15-7. Let's a lot of games around today. Indiana almost went down today.
That's right. Indiana did almost go down today on a Safeway scoreboard check, 27-24. I just wanted to point out, guys, that Rutgers did in fact beat Maryland. Georgie.
Okay, thanks.
35-20.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know what to say. I don't want. Oregon's leading 15-7, so we're not saying that all of a sudden Oregon's behind because of the officials. But I'll tell you, the amount of horrible really calls here tonight have all gone against Oregon. The amount of non-calls have gone against Oregon or have gone in Iowa's favor. I mean, the lack of holding calls The bad calls. I mean, the no calls. It has been ridiculous. Just ridiculous. And I'll stop right there because Oregon leads 15-7.
I mean, Oregon has only 4 penalties on them in the ball game. Iowa has only 1. And when we've been watching and we get replays, and you're watching at home, I'm sure, too, you're seeing a lot of holding going on and some very questionable pass interference calls. I mean, it's just really hard. And I hate to pick on officiating because it's not an easy job. Hate to do that. Downstairs, let's go to our Toyota Mike and Dusty Hara.
Well, I mean, the interesting part about that one penalty that Iowa has is one that you can't deny because everybody in the stadium saw it. It's when the punter kicked the ball out of the back of the end zone and led to the safety.
Right.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's so other than that, they played a penalty-free ball game.
Yeah, well, it just gives them additional chances. It continues to give them additional opportunities because of either the missed calls or the bad calls.
So 2nd down and about 6. The ball at the Iowa 48-yard line, right hash. Empty backfield for Gronowski. On 2nd down or 3rd down. I'm trying to see that third. Look, he's going to take it right up the middle, which did not surprise me at all. And he'll go all the way to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The big guy, 6'2", almost 6'3", 235. A graduate student at quarterback, Gronowski. A couple of times tonight, he is needed to get that 1st down, and he has.
Yeah, Amari Washington was in the hole, had a chance to tackle him, but couldn't bring him down. He's a big guy.
45-yard line of Oregon. Bonami goes in motion, sets up left from the shotgun. Hand it off. Going left. Not this time. Maybe a yard for Kamari Bolton. The running back runs into Tuioti. Gets 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9. 2nd and 9. Underway, 4th quarter. We played a minute here in the 4th. Oregon with the lead. Ducks on top 15-7. Seems awkward every time I say that score because you know that safety started it all out on the muffed punt snap in the 1st quarter for Iowa. 2nd down, 9. Gronowski from the shotgun. Hands it off again. Bolton's going to go over the left side. Gets a good hard 4 or 5-yard run. He'll get it to the 40. And a little extracurricular activity down on the field. And one of the offensive linemen was about 15 yards downfield, still working on Bryce Betcher.
Yeah, it's actually tight end Thomas Meyer, number 85. Way beyond the whistle. Would not disengage.
Was it Betcher?
And holding him and redirecting him.
So big 3rd down coming up. 3rd down and 5 from the Oregon 40. Gronowski brings Moulton up to his left from that shotgun. Back to throw, straight drop. Pressure to his right, trying to get away. Still looking, now will throw the ball away. Great pressure by Oregon. And it wasn't just one guy. They were coming. Amari Washington was there, putting a lot of pressure on. Bear Alexander was there.
I thought Iowa might go for it here.
Well, they haven't shown that they are bringing the punter on. Drew Stevens will come on. No, that is Reese Dakin is the punter. And he is on the field. So 4th down and 5.
Don't let them fool you here.
And Oregon is going to go punt safe here as they are putting nobody back. Yeah, Drew Stevens, who actually...
Field goal.
Yeah, field goal kicker. They're going to go field goal. Okay. Now they bring the holder back, and they're going to try the field goal from the 48 of Oregon. This would be a 58-yard field goal.
How many players does Oregon have on the field?
Extra point, or a field goal from the 48, kick on the way. Low line drive. He might have got it. He did. What an effort. Low line drive. A low line drive. Didn't clear the bar by much. I think Oregon thought they were going to punt it. And then they realized, no, they're bringing a field goal kick. They were still getting guys on and off the field trying to be ready for that field goal try.
Stevens has done it. I mean, we watched him in the pregame warm-ups. He was kicking 55, 57-yard field goals when it was raining pretty hard. And that one, he just low-line drived it right through. He's now 4 for 5 from beyond 50 yards this year.
55 was his longest coming in. 58 yards now. Now, that makes the score 15-10. So Oregon still in control with a lot of time left at 12:39. So much can happen in 12 minutes and 39 seconds. When we come back, we'll find out what the first thing will be. It'll be Oregon getting the ball on the kickoff when we come back on top in the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
It's another great fall Saturday in Oregon. Friends, family, and football. Let's keep it great by making a game plan for getting everyone home safely. If you're drinking, take a quick time out and pass the keys to someone who's not. By designating a responsible driver, you'll make sure the whole team gets to keep playing. Because no day like this should end with a tragic loss for any family. Let's be in it to win it by saving lives together. Drive sober. It's the way to go. A reminder from ODOT.
Ducks.
Touchdown, Oregon.
Hawkeyes.
If the ball's there, it's easy. The ball was there, and it was easy.
From the Country Financial Broadcast booth alongside Mike Jorgensen, here's the voice of the Ducks, Jerry Allen.
12:39 remaining in this fourth quarter. Oregon ahead of Iowa, and what a crazy football game this has been. 15-10. The Ducks are up by 5. So field goal does nothing for Iowa, although field goal would put them within reach of another field goal. I mean, there's still a lot of scenarios that could happen, but
well, puts them in range, at least in this situation. If they are able to score a touchdown, that gives you the lead because of that field goal right there, instead of having to get the touchdown or a 2-point conversion. But the Toyota drive summary for Iowa: 7 plays, 35 yards, helped by a pass interference penalty that was not a good one. 3:05 is what it took off the clock. Drew Stevens with a 58-yard field goal. Little breeze behind him makes it 15-10. Oregon, 12:39 left here in the game.
Well, that field goal of 58 yards a moment ago was an Iowa record and a Kinnick Stadium record. 58 yards. Stevens had 55 yards already this year, so he had the leg. But well done by that young man. Credit where it's due. Here's the kickoff. Going to go high and not real deep. Going to be taken at the 1-yard line of a fair catch. It'll come out to the 25.
And yet he can't kick it out of the end zone. It's almost like they're daring Oregon to return it, try to cause some sort of turnover, or obviously not get the ball to 25.
Duck football brought to you by Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment. Choose Chill, proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. Well, see if there's something to celebrate coming up on this drive as Oregon will bring Dante Moore into the shotgun. 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. And Whittington gets the ball up the middle. Nice run on his feet across the 30 to the 34-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup. Got by the first guy who tried to get an arm on him, but he just ran past him. 9-yard pickup. Just what the doctor ordered on first down. Trips left for Dante. Whittington to his left. Give him the ball again. Why not? First down run again. And trying to get away from a tackler. Does across the 40 to the 42. Legs just don't stop. He is running so hard. Noah Whittington. On that stop, Noah over 100 yards. Llewellyn, I believe, on the stop for Iowa's Hawkeyes. 11:47. Boy, clock-eating drive right here with a score would be the right prescription. If I were a doctor, that's what I'd give him. New running back in fact, two backs in now. We got Hill and Davison. And it will be Hill who gets the ball going left side. Again, nice run. First down to give him a first down. No doubt about it, to the 46-47 of Iowa.
That was close to going the distance.
Very close.
Close to going the distance.
Great speed. Nice blocking on the outside, too.
Yeah, Entringer is able to get out there and make the tackle. He's the last guy.
Two receivers out to the right. Going to hand it off again. Big hole up the middle again. Nice run. 40 inside of the 40. Diving harder than 35 is Jordan Davison. How about Whittington and then two freshmen? Talk about a stable of running backs. Oh, my. 35-yard line left hash. Ducks dialing it up on the line of scrimmage. Really put the pressure on Iowa's defensive front. Run, run, run. Have not needed to go to the air on this drive. Two running backs again. Davison to his left, Hill to his right. Dante from the shotgun. Got a receiver each way. Dante snap. Turned it this time, and Hill comes left, trying to get the edge, and will go out of bounds at about the 31. The air Hill. Davison faked the handoff to Davison going right. Took enough bodies out there to give Hill a chance to get around and pick up about 4.
Dante Moore was going to keep that ball, and there was a wide open field on the other side.
Second down and 6 from the Iowa 31. Clock at under 10 minutes now here in this fourth quarter. Oregon ahead 15-10. Saliapaga motion, sets up tight end or the 8 spot to the left. And here's a handoff up the middle again, and fighting hard and getting close to a first down. He got his knees down about the 28-yard line. So Davison's going to get only 2, maybe 3. It'll be third down and about 3. Third down and about 3. Ball at the 28-yard line near the left hash.
Surprised Whittington as a back isn't in the game.
Empty backfield for Dante. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, or 2. One of those at tight end. Now both tight ends to the left. Dante keeps. Going to go left. Try to get it outside. Will get close. Penalty down. Penalty flag down. He will not get the first down.
They're going to call Oregon for a hold that they haven't called on Iowa all night long?
Yep.
No, yeah, exactly.
Holding.
Isn't that interesting?
Offense, number 83. 10-yard penalty is still third down.
And they'll take the penalty because that now pushes Oregon basically out of field goal range. So they'll give Oregon the extra down because they're willing to take the 10-yard penalty to push Oregon back out of field goal range. That's a huge penalty.
And I won't question the penalty because I didn't see it, but that Oregon gets called for those, that Iowa is not getting called for them. That's the most frustrating part.
I mean, Saliapaga is engaged. You could call that penalty every play if you wanted to.
Third down and almost 13 back at the Iowa 38-yard line. Empty backfield for Dante. Whittington motions to the right. Back to throw. Rolling right. Dante downfield. It is caught. And that'll be a first down if it is. Inside the 25-yard line. McClellan. Or did he drop it? He did not catch it. I beg your pardon. We thought it was a catch. Dusty Hara, you're down there closer than we were. I thought he had that football.
Player downfield. Offense number 74. That penalty is declined.
Oh, my gosh.
Ball was right on the money. It would have been nullified anyway, but that thing went right through his hands.
It hit him right in the chest, and with the ball and the conditions the way that they are, receivers often will try to have more body catches, and that one went right through the wickets, hit him in the chest and right between his legs.
Would have been nullified anyway, so
Yeah,
a promising
lineman-
drive now brings on the punt team.
Lineman downfield is the call. Well, Oregon's getting no breaks on the officiating tonight. And I'm just going to say it straight up. Not that they aren't committing the fouls. They're committing the penalties. I don't doubt that.
But so is the opposing
But so is
team,
Iowa.
and they're not getting called.
James Ferguson Reynolds to punt. On fourth down. Kicks high. Not very deep at all. Fair catch called and made at the 7-yard line by Weegan. So a perfect executed punt by James Ferguson Reynolds. High inside the 10 for the fair catch. And now with 8:36 remaining,
timeout on the field.
Iowa will have the ball. They still trail 15-10. Plenty of time on that clock here in Iowa City and the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
First Interstate Bank is the proud sponsor of the Community Hero Program. Throughout the year, Duck fans have been submitting stories about heroes in our community. And First Interstate Bank wants to recognize Nivasha Tester, the first black female sergeant in her local police department. Nivasha has built lasting connections between law enforcement and the community through mentorship, charitable initiatives, and policy improvements that foster diversity and inclusion. She created the Youth Services Officer position for the Bethel School District, focusing on guidance over punishment. On behalf of First Interstate Bank, thank you, Nivasha Tester.
Kohl's Black Friday dropped early, and you might want to stretch before shopping, because with up to 50% off beauty faves, cozy coats, home finds, and more, you'll be lunging for deals, loading your cart, and moving muscles you forgot you had. All while earning $10 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent. Shop Kohl's early Black Friday deals now. Just try not to pull anything. Select styles, offers end November 9th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. See store or Kohls.com for details.
8:36 remaining here in Iowa. University of Iowa, the Hawkeyes trailing Oregon 15 to 10, 5 points. Let's go downstairs. Our Toyota sideline, Mike Dusty Hara, make me smile, please.
We've been talking about this Oregon fan presence here in Iowa and really everywhere we've gone. And I was just talking to a few of the fans, and I said, "You guys from Oregon?" And there was a group of 4 that said they came up from the state of Florida, and they're Oregonians who now living in Florida. And then the people right next to them, a group that came from Missouri, originally from Corvallis and Eugene, and made the trip up from Missouri to Iowa.
Wow.
So it's not just the Oregon fans coming from our own state. The flock is coming from all over the country.
Oh, don't you love that? How about that? Oh, that is cool. That is special. And a lot of Duck fans here in Iowa City. No rain right now. It is stopped. Not supposed to start up again. It's supposed to stay dry the rest of the evening, but the temperature's dropping into the upper 30s. 8:36 remaining. Iowa will have the ball first down at their own 7-yard line. And it's just hard to believe that Oregon didn't get an attempt at points out of that drive.
Well, here's your opportunity. Make a stop here. Don't allow Iowa out of that end of the field, and you've got a chance to be able to win this one.
Howard way outside of Leitwegian to the right. And Moulton in the backfield. It might not be Moulton. We'll wait and see. And the snap and keep. He's going to run it himself. Left side, lowers his head, gets it to about the 11. And that's it. He'll pick up almost 4 to bring up second down and 6. And the clock, not a factor right now. Iowa can, if they can drive this field down, that ball downfield, use the clock and get a score, it's to their advantage. And for Oregon, they just need a stop. Get the ball back, and then they can use the clock. Under center for Gronowski. Moulton behind him, the setback. Little motion to the right. Here's the pitch, going to go right. There's another hold. Don't call it. Short gain, maybe a yard. You can see the hole, Jerry.
Well, when you see a body completely turn the other direction, when you're running to your left, your whole body twists around, you know somebody's grabbing onto you.
Yep. And it's not like it's in a pile where nobody can see it. It's kind of out in the open, and I'm just sure it's frustrating as a defensive lineman to have that occur to you so often and not get any help.
Well, here's your opportunity to get off the field right here. Third down.
5. Third down and 5 from the 12. 3rd and 5.
Iowa 4 of 10 in the game on third down conversions.
Legion alone to the right. 3 receivers group close to the left-hand side. Gronowski on 3rd and 5. Snap and straight drop to throw. Looks left. Pressure. No. Now going to go down the middle, and it is caught. Wide open. First down. All the way down to the 48-yard line. It's the tight end, DJ Vanomi.
Just got missed.
And too much time for Gronowski.
Again, yeah, there you go, Jerry. That much time, somebody's bound to get open, and the tight end got behind Aaron Flowers, it looked like. And Gronowski found him, and all the way out to midfield, 6:40 left in this game. Oregon's leading by 5, but Iowa just made a huge play that they had to have on this drive.
3rd down and 5, and they get about 35. Under center, Gronowski. Moulton, the running back, behind him. Receivers group tight to the left. Motion comes, give it to Moulton. Going to go left side, tackled, short gain. Couple of yards, he'll go to the 46. It'll be 2nd down and 8. And for the Ducks, Jerry Mixon. Duck hits Moulton low and then gets help from other Ducks up high. 6:04 remaining. And we've called Jerry Mixon's name a few times. Joey tells me he is the leading tackler. Double digits. The only Duck in double digits. 2nd down and 8. This 2nd down is big as a 3rd down. Don't give him a 1st down and don't make it 3rd and short. Gronowski from the shotgun, drop to throw. Looks, pressured, still moving. Now we'll throw it downfield, and it is overthrown everybody. Closest player to it was a Duck, and it will be 3rd down and 8. Again, Gronowski had time. There's nobody open that time.
Yeah, Oregon was trying to squeeze that pocket around him, and they just couldn't squeeze it enough to be able to get a hand on him. And I think he expected the receiver to break downfield where he threw that ball, and there was no receiver down there, and it falls incomplete.
So Mark Gronowski, that graduate student quarterback, the big guy, 6'2", 235. He's called his number.
3rd down again.
Quite a few times. 2 receivers way out to the left, 1 to the right. And Gronowski on 3rd down and 8. Straight drop to throw. Steps, throws. Oh, it's caught. And it'll be short of the 1st down.
But is it 2-down territory?
Oh, it's got to be. With 5:22 remaining. I was waiting. I'll be honest. I was waiting for Canada to get an offensive because I thought he got there just before the ball did. Catch was made short of the 1st down. 4th down. And he's short by about 3, almost 4. Yeah, 4th and 3. Canada, a great job of ramping up and not letting him go any further. So 4th down and 3 from the Oregon 41. Gronowski, does he call his number again? Snap, back to throw. Looks right, looks middle, throws it over the middle, wide open. Catch made, 1st down inside of the 30-yard line of the 26. How are they getting guys that open?
Great time to throw the ball, but to be that wide open, it's almost again like a receiver got forgotten on that play to be able to just sit right in that middle zone, and nobody's there. Almost kind of a mix-up, and that's exactly what happened. There was a mix-up. 3 receivers, 3 defenders, and Oregon spent 2 guys outside on 1 receiver, forgot about the inside receiver.
Vandersee, I believe, was the open receiver, made the catch at the 26-yard line. 1st down, pitch going left. Moulton gets free inside the 15 all the way to the 10-yard line. And Jerry Mixon saves a touchdown. It'll be 1st and goal.
This is what Iowa does.
3:53 remaining. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line, left hash. And the clock down to 3:41. A lot of things you can do here. Under center for Gronowski. Moulton behind him, the lone back. Receivers in tight, 1 out to the right. Tight end motions, pitch it going to Moulton, going left. Cuts it back, and then he gets it back at 9-yard line, and that's it. Tuioti got him down low and took him down for a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 9.
And Oregon's going to have to pay attention to this clock eventually, because Iowa doing exactly the way they want this script to play out. Have the ball last, bleed the clock down so you don't leave Oregon a whole lot of time and try to score a touchdown here to take the lead. And that's how big that 58-yard field goal is becoming right now.
Yeah, 9-yard line, 2nd to goal from the 9. Moulton, the lone back behind Gronowski, who goes under center again. And whistles and a timeout. I think Iowa called timeout with 2:42 remaining.
30-second timeout.
What a crazy game this has been. Started with a 2-point safety in favor of Oregon on a high snap over Iowa's punter's head. And then we've seen a whole lot of stuff in between. Duck football brought to you by Kohl's. Find holiday gifts on their wish list and yours with ease this season. Get your great deals along the way at Kohl's at Kohl's.com. Also brought to you by SiriusXM. Listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk on SiriusXM, College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and streaming on the SiriusXM app. Well, Iowa's had trouble throwing the ball all year. And on this drive, the passing game has saved them.
They've all of a sudden found something, haven't they?
Yeah.
Wide open receivers, too. You don't have to, really, other than Mark Gronowski not getting the panic back there and not getting happy feet, when you get that much time, he's found the wide open guy, and he's delivered it to the wide open guy.
Second down and goal from the 9-yard line. Moulton the back again. Gronowski under center. Region goes in motion to the left. Gronowski sends him back the other way. Back to throw the ball. Pressured, throws, it's caught. Down to the 2-yard line. Goes the tight end, Hayden Large. It'll be third down and goal.
Oregon just can't get to Gronowski. They're so close to getting to him, and then he delivers the ball. And by the way, that's Tatum Tuioti all the way down in pass coverage making the tackle down there.
Third down and goal from, I think, the 3-yard line where they marked it out.
They can take it down to the 2-minute timeout if they want.
Play clock at 14, game clock at 2:07. And that's what they're going to do. They are not going to run another play here with a 2-minute timeout and third down and goal from the Oregon 3-yard line. Oregon's had a couple of opportunities to score, get points, did not. Iowa missed an opportunity to score, fumbled the ball. They didn't. We've seen a lot in this football game for only a 15-10 lead. And Iowa on third and goal coming up from the Oregon 3-yard line. We'll come back, see how it plays out here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
At Les Schwab Tires, our hearts shine bright. There's a toy drive-in store local children delight. For those who don't get many presents, you see, we aim for the season to sparkle with glee. In past toy drives, you've helped us inspire bright holidays for all, and our hearts never tire. So bring in a toy we kindly implore to fill a little neighbor's heart with joy to the core. This holiday season, give the gift of joy. Go to Les Schwab Tires to donate new unwrapped toys.
Today we're going to talk about deep breathing, something we all need to do more of, especially when you're getting ready to call your health plan and deal with one of those automated phone trees. You know how it feels to get into an endless phone loop when you just have a simple question that could take 2 minutes or less, and then pretty soon, you've lost your zen.
Shouldn't your health plan help you reduce stress? That's why you'll talk to a real person when you choose Pacific Source Health Plans.
Tranquility.
Welcome back to Country Financial Broadcast Booth. Jerry and Jorgie and Dusty Harrod, Toyota Sideline Mike. Dusty, a little rain coming back again down there. A little breezy still now, too, huh?
Yeah, it's still a little bit of breeze coming through. The breeze is more steady up again at the top of the stadium. In the stadium, not very windy down at field level, but when you're talking about the kicking game, it will play a factor as Oregon will be going into the wind on their final possession of the game. And right now it's at the back of the Hawkeyes. They're on the 3-yard line, so they're not going to play too much of a factor when you got a kicker with a 58-yard leg on him anyways. Yeah. But this is a huge critical third down and goal from the 3-yard line. Still a lot of time for the Ducks with all 3 timeouts too.
This drive right now, 10 plays, 90 yards. It's taken up over 6 minutes. So pretty clutch drive by Iowa to get themselves into this position.
I'll be surprised if Gronowski doesn't call his own number here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's third down and goal from the 3.
It's 2-down territory if you're Iowa.
Yep. So, I mean, there are a lot of options. Roll out, little counter action, hand it off up the middle, quarterback delay. I mean, there's so many things that Iowa can do right here on third down and goal from the 3-yard line. Ducks still have all 3 timeouts remaining. And here's the shotgun. Molnar Williams to the right. Williams, the running back. And here's the keep. Nope, going to throw and tries to throw it back in the end zone. Nope, nobody there. Incomplete. Wanted to go with a little fake, and maybe I'm going to run it, and then try to sucker Oregon into leaving somebody open in the back end of the end zone. There was nobody back there.
I think they were hoping that tight end could leak out, and he must have got held up at the line of scrimmage because Gronowski was looking to basically bloop that ball, lob it over to somebody that was supposed to be back there, and there was nobody there. So
a huge fourth down and goal from the 3. Clock with 1:55 remaining. Here's the swing and gate. Well, no, 3 receivers out to the right, 2 to the left. Gronowski, empty backfield.
Trying to get the quarterback run.
4th down, back to throw. Going to keep it, go up the middle. He will walk it in. Wow, I did not expect it to be that easy.
They spread Oregon out, and then it becomes a numbers game on the inside. And Gronowski, being as athletic as he is, it became the perfect play. 3 receivers to one side, 2 the other. That takes 5 defenders outside and leaves you not a whole lot of guys on the inside with all the blockers that they have. So Oregon just was not able to make that stop on 4th down, and Iowa perfect to the script of what they want. This is the way they play all their games, as painstaking as it can be.
They'll go for 2. They lead by 1 right now, 16-15. They will go for 2. They spread everybody out again. Moulton, the running back. Gronowski, the snap back to throw. Throws, tipped. It will be caught. Back of the end zone. Good. 2-point conversion good on a tipped ball.
That ball was tipped and went at almost a 45-degree angle to the back corner, and there's a receiver there for Iowa to catch it. Unbelievable.
So with 1:51 remaining, it is a 3-point lead for Iowa, 18-15. Oregon has all 3 timeouts remaining and a 1:51 remaining.
The ruling on the field that the try was successful. That play is under further review.
So, Dusty Harrell, let's go downstairs to you and our Toyota sideline Mike. Is there a chance that the receiver was out of bounds?
Yeah, there is a chance of that. And Jerry Mixon Jr., he was pretty hot after that one because something happened, whether it was a pick route or otherwise, and he was talking to the officials about it. But the back foot, it looked like it was a bang play on the back end line of the end zone.
Oh yeah.
And we will see kind of what the officials say, but Jerry Mixon was hot about something.
So did he have control of the ball when he went out? Because he was in when the ball got there, but did he have it?
Yeah, I think his feet might have been out of bounds when he catches that ball. He catches it, but his feet are at kind of a funny angle. It looks like both feet are out of bounds.
I hope they get a better angle than what we saw.
After review, the receiver came down out of bounds. It's an incomplete 2-point try.
Wow. The Oregon gets a break. Iowa still has the lead, but it's not by 3, it's by 1. Oregon with 1:51 remaining, 3 timeouts. Dusty Harrah, this is playing right into Oregon's hands because they got a 2-minute offense that's as good as anybody in the nation.
They have been operating at a really, really high level with this 2-minute offense, not just tonight, but all season long. This is the pressure, and this is where we talk about the poise of Dante Moore and that even keelness that he's been touted for over his time. That goes a long ways. Without DeCorian Moore, without Gary Bryant Jr., without Kenyon Sadiq, it gets a little harder, but at the same time, there's still plenty of time to run the football with 3 timeouts in 1:51, and now you have to get into field goal range to win this game. You don't need to get into the end zone for 6.
Let's get out of here quickly and come back. Oregon down by 1. Kickoff coming to them when we come back on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
First Interstate Bank is the proud sponsor of the Community Hero Program. Throughout the year, Duck fans have been submitting stories about heroes in our community, and First Interstate Bank wants to recognize Nivasha Tester, the first black female sergeant in her local police department. Nivasha has built lasting connections between law enforcement and the community through mentorship, charitable initiatives, and policy improvements that foster diversity and inclusion. She created the Youth Services Officer position for the Bethel School District, focusing on guidance over punishment. On behalf of First Interstate Bank, thank you, Nivasha Tester.
Today we're going to talk about deep breathing, something we all need to do more of, especially when you're getting ready to call your health plan and deal with one of those automated phone trees. You know how it feels to get into an endless phone loop when you just have a simple question that could take 2 minutes or less, and then pretty soon, you've lost your zen.
Shouldn't your health plan help you reduce stress? That's why you'll talk to a real person when you choose Pacific Source Health Plans.
Tranquility.
Well, the rain is coming back down again. 1:51 remaining. Oregon will get the kickoff coming to them and have plenty of time with the 2-minute offense and 3 timeouts. Still looking at the stat sheet here, and it's hard to accept the fact that Iowa has only 1 penalty in this game, and that was on the punter kicking the ball out of the end zone.
Yeah,
that was it.
No other
penalties. No other penalties.
Well, the dry summary for the Hawkeyes, 12 plays, 93 yards is what they win in 6:45. A 3-yard touchdown run by Gronowski. The 2-point conversion is no good. Right now, Iowa leads Oregon 16-15, a minute 51 left in this game. Oregon with 3 timeouts. Lots of time to be able to get yourself down in field goal range. See if Oregon could do it.
Kickoff coming up. Drew Stevens' foot into it. And fair catch called for and taken at the 1-yard line by Whittington, and Ducks will get it at the 25-yard line. Well, Iowa earned that trip down the field. I mean, they got no help other than their offensive line protecting Gronowski and receivers getting open.
And pretty much throwing the ball. That was the surprising thing about it. And you look at the stats. Iowa's thrown for 138, Oregon only 65, and Oregon missing a ton of receivers in this game, starters. And so that does impact things a little bit, but usually Iowa doesn't even throw for that many yards, and they have tonight.
The Ducks do not have to throw the ball. They're not throw happy right now. They've got 3 timeouts and plenty of time. Whittington, the running back, 2 receivers out to the right. Cooper Perry, one of those. 2 to the left. Dante up to the line of scrimmage to make the play call with 6 on the play clock. Got to hurry. Down to 3. Down to 2, down to 1, the snap, give it to Whittington up the middle. Nice little run. He's going to get about 4 to the 29-yard line. Clock running to 1:42. Oregon has plenty of time. Tempo offense is what they want right here. Up to the line. 2 receivers each way for Dante. 2nd down and 6. Dante Moore with the snap, back to throw. Quick throw over the middle, catch made, but short of the first down to Cooper Perry. It'll be 3rd down and 2 with 1:20 in the clock moving.
You do somewhat have to pick up the pace here a little bit and not take 20, 25 seconds each play.
3 receivers out to the left. Whittington, the running back. He gets the ball up the middle. Powell running to the 36. That's a first down. They'll stop the clock with 1:05 remaining. Ducks have to be ready to run a play right here because they're going to wind that clock. At the 36-yard line, first down. Clock underway. We're going to approach under 1 minute left. 3 receivers to the left. Dante, empty backfield now. The snap and back to throw. Quick throw over the middle. It is caught, I believe. It is caught by Benson, Malik Benson. But about a 5-yard pickup down to 47 seconds left. 2nd down and 5. Dante Moore ready for the snap again. Back to throw. 4-man rush. Throws it out. It's caught. And trying to get out of bounds. No, but a first down is McClellan. That'll stop the clock with 34 seconds remaining.
Going to have to really look at this or get yourself lined up and ready to go because 34 seconds isn't a whole lot of time and you're only at midfield.
Dante waits for the snap. Got it. Back to throw. Wants to go deep down the right-hand side. It is caught. Benson inside the 30. Is it a grab? It is. First down at the 27-yard line of Iowa with 23 seconds remaining.
You could call timeout here.
Yeah, you got 3 timeouts, and that's what they will do.
First charge.
What a gutsy throw by Dante Moore, and what a catch by Jeremiah McClellan. Going down, was it Benson? Beg your pardon, Malik Benson, who cradled that ball in. And it's a huge first down. And Oregon is very near field goal range right now. Down on the field, our Toyota sideline Mike. Dusty Hara, 2-minute offense.
2-minute offense has been something that has been a hallmark of this team all season long. And you're seeing out here, even with the rain coming down a little bit, when you're in a rhythm, guys, the ball just seems to find its way to receivers' hands. We've seen fresh balls come in, no rain, and we've seen some drops. But this sense of urgency has really locked things in for this Oregon offense.
Well, with 2 timeouts, you can run the ball here. And Dusty, is Oregon into the wind?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
It will be Whittington to the right of Dante Moore. 3 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Dante on first down.
Comes a blitz.
Snap, back to throw. Pressure comes. Throw the ball right side, incomplete. Trying to get it to Benson. He wanted to kind of get that back shoulder throw, but it was too far outside. He actually had his man beat about a half a step.
If he throws it down the field,
Yeah.
but it was a back shoulder throw all the way.
Clock at 19 seconds. Stops. Oregon still has 2 timeouts. The ball at the 27-yard line.
Still can run the ball here.
Dante on second down and 10. Whittington to his right. Snap, back to throw again. Quick throw, catch inside. McClellan goes to the 21 and down. And they'll have to call a timeout because it's 10 seconds. Now 11 seconds, and they'll burn their second timeout at the 21-yard line.
Team timeout.
Nice grab and turn in by McClellan.
So if you don't move the ball anymore here, you would be attempting a 38-yard field goal. Very much in Atticus Sappington's range, other than the wind. And again, Dusty, is it just kind of a breezy wind? Is it a gusty wind? What is it like?
It's been a steady wind up high, but I think that when you think of where you are on the field right now, it is, all right, you got 1 timeout left, 11 seconds to go. Which hash do you want this kicker to hit the game winner from?
Yeah.
You're thinking, what hash mark do we need to get to with this amount of time left? Because Iowa's got 2 timeouts left. They're going to try to ice him as well.
Yep.
And not that you would, but with 11 seconds left, you could still run the ball.
Yes, you can.
Duck football brought to you by Pepsi. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi. So 11 seconds. Whatever play they do run, they will call timeout immediately afterwards.
Run the ball to get more yards and potentially center it if that's what you want to do.
Whittington to the right of Dante. On third down. Snap, back to throw. Wants to go end zone, trying to get it. Not going to get it there. It is to be Benson intended for, and he thought he was maybe getting kind of tugged a little bit. I don't think so. The ball was just overthrown, and it will be 4th down, and Oregon will come in with a field goal try. The ball at the 21-yard line. James Ferguson Reynolds will kneel down at about the 28. Left hash, so angled toward the right. 7 seconds remaining. He'll put it down at the 29. This will be a 39-yard field goal try. 39 yards, and then Iowa will ice him with a timeout.
3rd and final timeout, Oregon.
No, Oregon actually called a timeout. Ducks call timeout. A little unusual. Normally you get the opponent to call a timeout and ice your kicker. But Oregon uses their final timeout with 7 seconds remaining. What a ball game this has been.
Yeah, it sure has.
All right, this has just been. And you know what, guys? What did we say we thought it would be?
We knew it'd be. Right?
Just like this.
Just like this.
Just like this. So Atticus Sappington will come back out. James Ferguson Reynolds, the holder. Luke Basso, the snapper. The ball on the left hash at the 21-yard line. The placement for the kick at the 29. So, in effect, a 39-yard field goal try for what could be the game winner. Sappington ready. Ferguson Reynolds says snap it. Does. Places it. Kick is on the way up. It's long enough. It looks. Go! Atticus Sappington has given Oregon the lead. And the Ducks are 3 seconds away from escaping Iowa with a hard 5-4 victory here tonight at Kinnick Stadium. What a moment this season for these Ducks.
What a clutch kick. Every one of his field goals have been clutch and super important tonight, but none more than the game winner right there with 3 seconds left, mind you. But holy cow. This offense to get down the field like that, a clutch throw out there to Benson from Dante Moore, got him into position, but you got to make the kick, and now with 3 seconds left, get that last play out of the way.
By the way, with that good kick, the good hands at Allstate contribute to the Ducks Athletic Scholarship Funds for students, athletes across all sports. Thank you, Allstate. Now, here's the question. Dusty, I'll have you weigh in too. Let's all three talk about it. Do you kick it deep and try to get out of the end zone, or do you just squib it down the field?
I think you kick it as far as you can. You do not want Weegan or anybody else on this Iowa return team to get their hands on the football.
You're getting into a little bit of a win here, and you haven't been kicking it out of the end zone one time.
I guess I would say you squib it someplace down the field and just don't allow him any chance to be able to field that and get a whole head of steam running up the field. Make somebody field it at the 20, 25-yard line and then play defense.
Would not be surprised if it is in the field of play that you see some lateraling back and forth. It will be Atticus Sappington who will tee it up.
You just cannot put this ball in Weegan's hand.
Nope.
That's the whole thing.
And the Ducks know that. They've talked about how good he is. So, Sappington with 3 seconds remaining will approach the ball and will kick it hard down the right side. It's going to bounce and go onto the turf, be picked up by one of the Hawkeyes, and ball comes loose. Still loose. I think the Ducks got back on it, but that's it. The ball game's over. Woo! Oregon has defeated the Iowa Hawkeyes in one of the craziest football games we have seen in a long time. But put it in the win column. Ducks are going to celebrate. They know they've won it. It is over. Ducks have defeated Iowa 18-16 on a crazy Saturday night here in the month of November, and a game that means so much to this Duck football team because every one of their goals is still in front of them. And for the Iowa Hawkeyes, a crushing loss when they looked to themselves that they had maybe defeated the Oregon Ducks on this Saturday night. What a ball game. What a ball game.
The script played out exactly like Iowa wanted it to. This is the type of games they're used to playing in and used to winning. And that last, make a touchdown or score a touchdown with about 2 minutes left in the game, you thought, oh, here we go again. But Oregon had too much time to be able to operate their offense, to be able to run it, to be able to throw it. And again, just a clutch throw and a clutch catch to Malik Benson down the right in front of the Oregon bench down the sideline. He was well covered. Ball was needled in there for the catch, and it put him into field goal position, and Oregon kicks the field goal. Atticus Sappington, 3 field goals tonight, none bigger than the game winner right there. Man, I'll tell you what a victory for this team to come on the road and beat a team like Iowa that everybody said, this is the one that Iowa's going to win. They're poised to win it. Oregon had 3 receivers, key receivers, not playing this game. Kenyon Sadiq, to Corey and Moore. Gary Bryant goes out early, so you're playing with guys that are not used to playing in this position, but everybody else seemed to come up and make a big play, and there were a lot of them here tonight.
Dusty Hera, there were moments in this ball game when I worried that Oregon wasn't going to be able to move the ball or was making mistakes or getting penalties and things weren't working right. I'll be honest, buddy, on that 2-minute offense, I just felt like this is Oregon's game. This is what they do.
Yeah, it is the level of confidence that they play with when everything is on the line. And that drive, you had great catches, staying within themselves too, and running the football. No sign of worry. And we were talking about it as the game was going on. And I know that, Jorgie, you were feeling the same way I was when they're at the 50-yard line with 40-some seconds to go. There was no panic with this team. They understand how much time they had and exactly where they needed to get to. And Atticus Sappington, it doesn't get much bigger than a kick like that.
Well, 18-16, our final score. By the way, I hope you fans realize throughout the year you can listen to our broadcast live with no delay when you're at Autzen Stadium. Head to GoDucks.com/in-venue audio. Catch every call in real time. Brought to you by Learfield and the Sportsbug Network. I need to sit down. I need to breathe. I need to get a drink. Oh, my gosh. What a game here in Iowa City, Iowa. Post-game show coming up. We'll try to recap it for you when we come back on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
My goodness.
Dear Truckin' Awesome, Toyota Tundra's got heart-pounding horsepower. Tacoma is one rugged ride, and the 4Runner is tough as nails. Truck yeah. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Oregon Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially, like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give duck fans more for the things they care about.